And here we go.
In 5, 4, 3.
Call to me, lands far away.
Elves have forests to protect.
We need to build a wall.
Dwarfs their mines. Men their fields of grain. But we Harfoots have each other.
For I must now wander this wandering day.
We're safe.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
No.
Put up your sword.
The enemy is still out there. The question now is where?
It is over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
Everyone! I am sorry, but their time has come.
The past is with us all. The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Away I must wander this wandering day.
To him finally being lionized in the prime and his prime. Fuck.
Do it!
Shit.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Luke went from being, oh no. Welcome, Slayer Nation. I have some great news for you today. I hope you're all doing great. Nope, that didn't work. One more.
You have failed me for the last time.
Welcome, Slayer Nation. I hope.
If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
That is eating away at what you love in order for it to shine. And one man's vision is... Sometimes you don't have to make things better for them to be great again. You merely have to Okay. Hollywood continues to slow boil the culture and crazy. Well, right now, Spider-Man actor Andrew Garfield has stepped up and he's fighting motherfucker.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
And unbearded dwarves, but Prime didn't stop there. They stapled in intersectionality, individuality, biddiga-dig-bee, biddiga-dig-boo.
So it begins.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, George the Giant Slayer.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Slayer Nation Live. It's Sunday, May 31st, 2026. It's good to be back. You know, had a couple of breaks. We had Memorial Day. We had Mother's Day. We got to honor all the people who have fought and died for our freedoms and our moms. So how are y'all doing? I've missed you. You know, I understand taking a break away from y'all, but I think there are a couple of days a year that, you know, that they're bigger than us. We need to take a time out. But I see all my favorite people are back. We got Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Istophobos is here, my brother from another mother. Plus, we got Lord Thoth is back in the house. Welcome back, Lord Thoth. Eric K, King of the Mods. Plus, a great gentleman. Who else is here? Bob the Lobster, Razorburn, Man of War, 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Damn, YouTube. You know, they did that shortening now. It just says NOTB. Sounds like a government agency. Tender Warrior coming out hot. He gifted 5 George the Giant player membership. And Fletcher Williams, you know what? God bless him. He took a little break to help us out because you saw it was like last time that I was producing because it's a summer vacation time. So he came here to get us all started. Otherwise, you'd still probably be watching the damn intro. But we got a lot to talk about. You have all these singers, you know, this year we're celebrating America's 250th birthday. President Trump had put together, you know, the Great American State Fair. Supposed to have a lot of singers, but, you know, this last week, they started canceling, saying, well, I thought this was going to be a celebration of America, but it feels like it's divisive and I got to protect my fans. Oh, and somebody from Hollywood told me to bend over, and they did. And they kissed the ring. But we also have a lot of new movies. So I just wanted everyone to know, if you're not here joining us live, well, you're missing out. But if you're going to be rewatching this, there are a lot of new film trailers that have come out, and I'm going to be showing them. And because I like to show them in whole, that typically means that YouTube is going to have me cut them. So when you're rewatching this live stream, you're going to notice there's going to be obviously portions that are cut out. I'll call out the movies either before or after. All right, so let's just get started. We have Paul Chatto. He's joining us again, plus the DA and my co-host, Riot. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Doing well, doing well.
Hey, chilling. What's up?
It's great to see. Wait a minute, there's something wrong with this picture. I got 2 white guys on top. And it's just the way it should be. Wait. This is like back of the bus. I'm going to get fined. Somebody from YouTube is going to hit me. How you gentlemen doing?
I'm good. Great, man.
Better than Mando and Grogu.
Oh, yeah. I said it, remember? What did I say 2 months ago? Not going to hit 250.
They got everyone involved got paid.
I know they got paid.
It's not bad enough that they're doing bad. It's bad that they're getting killed by 2 indies, man. That costs
right.
Yeah, I know. It's a beautiful thing. We are going to talk about Mando in a little bit, but for 5 minutes because it's trash. We don't need to waste our time on trash. But there was an interview, I think it's funny, we watched with Pedro in a few moments where they asked him, do you want to continue playing the Mandalorian? He's like, yes, as long as I can. I think that just ended. What about you? Y'all agree? Mando's over?
I think that Disney, you know, they blew their wad, you know, like they knew for a hot minute that at least every woman loves Grogu, right? And all the kids would love Grogu and they would all show up for it. And no, they miscalculated by a lot. And look, man, if there's never been any proof that Star Wars is dead, this is it.
Yeah, of course.
This is it.
Yeah, it's been proven with what we've been saying. We've been calling this out for the last 5, 10, 12 years.
But we're the judge though, right? So I mean,
right.
But now the people have spoken.
Right, exactly. And this is the point that I've been making, is that even when it came to the Acolyte, how we saw the Acolyte, people started watching it and then it fell off the side of a cliff. You know, it fell off the side of the cliff. The ratings went into the absolute tank. Why? Because nobody was the regular normie is not showing up for the Acolyte. That's this proves. The regular normies do not like what Disney is doing with this franchise. They showed up for Lucas. All right. They showed up for the prequels. They showed up for even the first movie because they didn't really know what Disney was yet with The Force Awakens. They showed up for that. But ever since then, it's just been downhill. It's just proven that we were correct. That's why I got my shirt. The toxic fans were right.
I will tell you, it proves something else, though. If the film had come in like a $35-40 million budget, it would have made money, even though it's dead. But you can't do this with $150 million.
Yeah, but is that even possible for a Star Wars movie?
Well, I'm about to prove. Okay, like I said in the beginning intro, we have a lot of movie trailers that came out this week, and one of them is going to blow your socks off.
So I want to pop in on this Star Wars.
Yeah, pop in. Go ahead.
I've been saying for a long time that it's not, or it has not been proven to be an expandable franchise. There are, and there's some lessons here that I learned as a performer, and heard other performers talk about it. I'll get to that, but really the movie was Han, Luke, and Leia.
Yeah.
Leia. And they didn't exploit that until there was nothing left of that lemon left to squeeze. And even the prequels, they worked to a large extent because you had Darth Vader in there, but as Anakin. So it was clever in many ways. And ironically, Disney took the wrong lesson from those movies. Rather than doing more of the first three, they thought, okay, the more bureaucratic, the more expansive, the more talky prequels were the future of Star Wars. And notwithstanding that people like what's the more serious one that was out there that I found boring. But
which one? Rogue One?
No, not Rogue One. The television show.
Andor.
Andor. Yeah, I mean, I found it boring, but it was intriguing. But it all proved that the brand, couldn't go beyond the main characters.
Not with the writers they had.
Pardon me. Well,
not with the writers they had.
But that just compounded it. Is my point. So I remember watching an interview with Robert Plant, and you know who Robert Plant is, and he said it was really amazing that here we were, the biggest band in the world, we had our own plane, but when he was booking his own shows, they were all small venues. This is Robert Plant. Didn't everyone know he was from Led Zeppelin? It didn't matter. It was only Led Zeppelin. And the composition of Led Zeppelin was what people wanted to see. And I've heard that from many other individuals from famous bands where they couldn't really break out from their origins.
Yeah.
The Frantics, not that we're a major example, but each one of us went off to try to expand our own personal careers, but none of it could compare to us together. There was just something magic with the four of us. Right. And that was a valuable lesson. And I apply that to Star Wars. Star Wars were those four characters. Well, and you could throw in Obi-Wan.
So. I agree with you completely. But talking about budgets, I wanted to show you this. I was going to share it later. This is a trailer for an upcoming movie. I want you to tell me how much you think it costs after you watch it. It's a real quick one.
رضا میدونستی بنفشه تنها گلیه که تو تاریکی رشد میکنه؟ ریشش نور نمیخواد، فقط یه ترک میخواد، یه شکاف تو زمین. همین.
زنین مامان خانه‌شی باز بری بیرون، تو رو خدا جون بابات نرو، تو رو خدا نرو.
But again, I know what questions asked. Turn off volumetric.
اگر آزاد شد خوشحالی کن به جا من جا ما رو خالی کنید.
How much, you guys, do y'all think? Go around the board.
I already know, so
I know, but you don't say yet.
Well, I'm going to pitch low. I mean, it's going to be under $1 million, let's say.
Yeah, I'm with Paul on that. Like probably like maybe at most $1 million at the most.
$2,000.
And that's if it's not AI.
$2,000.
It's 2000.
It's all AI. It's the first AI, being that's accepted to a film festival.
Okay.
Complete AI, just a director who wrote the screenplay.
Reza, I have two friends named Reza. Both of them.
Wait, you said that he pitched it to a film festival?
No, Tribeca accepted it, and
they did accept it.
Yep,
wow.
they accepted it, and it's going to.
So they're accepting AI films now.
Yeah, because they said the quality of it, you can't tell the difference from cinema.
No, it feels very much like Costa Gavras's M.
Could you believe that though?
That looks good.
That's where we are now. It took him 6 months. No, yeah, it took him 5.5 months to make 6 programs after he wrote the screenplay.
Wait, how long is the film?
An hour and 10 minutes, I think.
Oh wow, okay. With pure AI, huh?
Pure
but
AI.
He's clever. First of all, he's taken it to a foreign location. Number two, the people look different, and he's not including the usual AI cast of Chopsaki characters that we've been introduced to and kind of gotten bored with. Actually, it looked fantastic.
Could you imagine that? $2,000 for a movie. $2,000. Yep. And the thing is the thing that he was pushing when I was reading about his interview is the fact that he said he wants to be able to make films that his particular focus is more of this documentary style. And he wants to make films as they happen. He'd like to turn them around in under 30 to 60 days. So he could write the script and put the movie out. So it happened in Iran. He wants it out the next month so you could see it and move the audience. So, but I couldn't tell it.
It's an interesting concept, actually.
It is. I'm like, how will this change? Because we were just talking a couple of weeks ago about, AI still isn't there. But when I saw this, I was like, really? Wow.
I mean, like my thing is, it only gets better, right? Like AI, it's still, an infant right now, and you can do some amazing things with it, man. But give it like 3 or 4 years, and it's going to be scary, man.
I've told everyone, don't do existing IPs. Make your own stuff. Stop. It's just embarrassing to see these individuals thinking that somehow they're going to carve out a career by doing Star Wars, Star Trek, etc., etc. No one cares. And plus, you don't own the IPs. You're going to get yourself hammered. It's a complete waste of time. Yeah. This was clever in that, if you're going to, remake Costa Gavras's movies, then at least you're not looking for AI. Right. If you're suddenly you've got aliens and helicopters coming and vast armies shooting laser guns at dragons, you're going to go, oh, okay, this is AI. This one hides it really well because it has none of those things.
No, it doesn't. By the way, it's called Dreams of Violet. So anybody who's watching. The other thing is that he's already planning another one. What costs him money were the licenses. That's it for the programs that he used, the professional grades. That's what he was talking about. And
the thing is, if you're not going to be original, man, like, and this is where we've lost this. We've lost like film like historians, right? Like we lost people who understood cinema, who understand their history of film. Like if you look, there's so many people that you can for lack of a better word, copy, right? If you were going to copy somebody, right? You can look. I guarantee you the general public probably doesn't know much about Jodorowsky, right? But there's so many things from him that you could just copy that no one would even know because they have no idea, right? I saw a movie with Bob Fosse the other day because that I've never even knew about, but because I was watching a Michael Jackson clip and they were showing how Michael Jackson got a lot of his
the dance moves. You saw the one where he was dancing where Jackson copied him, that one?
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit. And so it made me want to kind of research that a little bit. And there's a lot of things that if you know your film and your history that you can copy that will still come off original because the general public has no idea. The problem is these people keep copying from the same source over and over. So it's something we've seen 1,000 times and nobody cares.
Right.
Because their history and their knowledge base is what, is current and contemporary. You know, they don't go back further than probably 20 years in their film library. You know, everything is about what's going on right now, which is why I'm kind of excited about the two filmmakers. Was it Kane Parson, who did Backrooms, and then Curry Barker, because these are independent filmmakers. Like Curry Barker made his movie for like pennies, you know, compared to Star. Like he could have made 165 Obsessions, you know, with the amount of money that he spent. And he would. This is the problem. Hollywood is the problem. I think there's plenty of filmmakers, untapped talent out there in the world that really would love to get into Hollywood and do something original and unique. But Hollywood is going to shovel them into a franchise and say, hey, man, go write some Star Wars, go write some Marvel. It's like, no. This guy should be writing his own thing. All right. Like Curry Barker should never, ever, ever go anywhere near Hollywood. Stay doing original stuff, because look at how his movie is doing. It's going up every weekend. Every weekend, it's making more money. And the same thing with Zane.
It just knocked Star Wars out of the second. Yeah, it's now.
That's what these new young filmmakers need to do. Stop listening to everybody wants to go into a big franchise. I get it. That's where the money is. They can make a lot of bread. But at the same time, it's like you're not really building anything for yourself, and you're not doing anything at all, in my opinion, for the film industry by doing that. They've done more for the film industry and for Hollywood in the last 2 weekends than Hollywood has seen in the last 2 or 3 years. All right. I hope these guys just stay independent or doing their own thing. I hope they don't get lost into a franchise. You know, okay, we're going to hand you like, what's the name? Zach Kreger. Oh, we're going to give you Resident Evil. It's like, why are you doing Resident Evil, bro?
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
You should not be doing Resident Evil, man. Come on.
Especially coming off of Weapons. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, they're offering Backroom. They're offering the guy who did Backroom now this week $10 million. They're offering him $10 million to join the studio.
Because that's what he made Backrooms for, $10 million. You say, okay, here's another $10 million, but let him make his own thing. Don't do a franchise. Don't do a remake, a reboot, none of that.
I will say it is kind of sad if you think about all the talent that is out there. I mean, Star Wars, as a diehard Star Wars fan since I was a kid, you have an entire universe and you can't find anyone to actually build it out. I mean, tell some really rich stories.
Well, it's management. Good people have been attached to it. Look what Miller and what's his name was jettisoned from Rogue. Was it from
Solo? Yeah.
And now everyone's wondering. We wonder what for what reasons Lord and Miller were actually chucked for. Because I mean I just watched the Noir Spiderman, which is a Lord Miller,
good, man.
And you're going, okay, the last 3 things I've seen them, they were really connected to me. I liked it. They were polished. They knew how to use stars, and I'm again maybe that's why Kathleen Kennedy chucked them. Was you guys are too good. We can't handle this level of quality at here. This is going to ruin everything.
They would outshine her, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
TGV Monster, $5. Star Wars movie beat by 2 indie movies by YouTubers. They say shouldn't dance on people's graves, but I'm doing the electric slide on Star Wars. Bless ya. Bless ya. Also, TGV Monster for $2. Hi, everyone. Hi, back. You nailed it. You nailed it. Here's the thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, these guys are YouTubers, man, and they just decided to make a movie,
And it's going to happen more and more. You have drinkers doing it. You have
absolutely
somewhere out there. We're going to have a new Citizen Kane. We're going to have an Orson Welles. We're going to have a new Spielberg, and we just lost one of the greatest, I think, because Clint Eastwood turned 95 today, and his son said he has officially retired. Juror number two is his last film.
Well, I mean, the guy is 90-something years old.
God, yeah.
I know, but Mel Brooks is 100. He's just made Space Nuts.
Mel Brooks is a different animal, man. Like that guy. Right. Mel Brooks will never be 200, man.
Don't you feel bad though?
Baseball's 2 is going to be shit.
You think so? You don't have any hope?
Yeah, because what's his name is involved?
Josh Gad.
Oh God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like,
why is Josh Gad involved? He needed to bring his original team back. Well, no, he's missing 2.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing, man. I mean, are we ever really going to get real comedy back? Like, I don't know. I mean,
based on the Kevin Hart roast, I was howling with laughter. I was killing myself.
I still have to watch that. I haven't watched that yet.
I haven't seen it.
I saw a video the other day of a young. I guess she's a streamer. I'm not sure, but she looks like she might be Somali. I mean, she had the hair. Anyway, she's Gen Z. and well, no, that's relevant because she was saying that Gen Z doesn't find stand-up comedians funny.
Right.
What?
Right?
No, because
Like
they have boring ass.
Yeah, no, they don't consider what we consider funny. And I'm like, and she was giving all these bullshit reasons as to why. I'm like, no, none of those reasons matter. The thing is, you guys are afraid of getting your feelings hurt.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And with comedy, you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Yep.
And they're so opposed to that because they've been protected all of their precious lives that they can't handle, a comedian doing his thing, man. So,
well, even Charlemagne said the show was funny until the Tony Hinchcliffe gag on George Floyd. I'm going, fuck you. Like, really?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm sorry. If
But
you
they
guys
were telling
offended,
like
if you
they
guys
were fine
offended
with
by
the
that
Charlie
joke,
Kirk joke.
I don't mean to insult you, but I wasn't offended by that.
No, it's supposed to be a roast.
Neither
That's
was
what
I.
roasts do, man. It's ridiculous.
We need they need to meet people like Dice again.
Dice Clay.
Dickory dock.
Sat on a toffee. Eating a curds and whey.
Yep.
Long came a Spidey, sat down beside. He said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Jack and Jill went up to help, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh! That fucking whore.
Dude, and it was a big deal when he got banned from MTV. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, but see, that's what we need. You said that unleashed pure comedy just to have fun. I remember the one he said, he goes, I went to, what was it? He goes, I was at a bus. He goes, they tell me here I can't smoke a Marlboro, but he goes, in LA, you can smoke a baloney pony at the bus stop. I mean,
the thing that set not that we're going to get into the show, the thing that set the show apart from, let's say, Dice Clay's act is the camaraderie amongst all the stand-ups except for Handler. other than her, what was refreshing was that it was a boys club that reminded me a lot of the Rat Pack, where they would go to on Johnny Carson, they would take it over, they wouldn't care. Half of them were drunk, they're just enjoying themselves, and I haven't seen that kind of male energy in such a long time. And this show really, really had it. And they were, and I mentioned it in my review, they didn't do this for the audience. This is more like the Aristocrats, where they were trying to get a rise out of each other.
Their peers.
Yeah. That's what they were doing. They're playing to the peers. Top this asshole. And the
I have to watch it. I still haven't seen it, man. I've heard it is amazing.
I gotta watch that roast. Up until the Williams sisters and Dwayne, who did like 40 minutes, which crushed Kevin. Like, there's no energy left in the audience, any place. I mean, the Dwayne was an asshole. I mean, like a complete fucking asshole. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He should have just, did his 10, get off, read the cue cards, go. But he did 40 minutes. Now, there was a lot of funny stuff in there, but it exhausted me. Like I didn't have anything left in the tank to watch Kevin.
Well, it was funny watching like Chelsea Handler clutch her pearls, man. And I'm like, I have heard nothing but racist jokes out of that woman, right?
Yeah.
But she's sitting there like clutching her pearls because they told a George Floyd joke.
Oh, well, they went after her female areas and her interest in a different colored fixins.
It's called a roast.
It's called a roast. Now, you could say, the guys were after women, but Shelley, no. God damn it.
Cheryl Underwood?
Cheryl Underwood just killed it.
I have it here. I was pulling it up.
They killed it. And they were doing jokes on her husband who had committed suicide. Like that.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Well, they went hard, man.
I heard about hard. I mean, Pete Davidson got nailed hard. Like 9/11 jokes, his dad dying jokes. I mean, holy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I gotta watch this. Oh, man.
She was great.
Made it out of motherfucking Inglewood alive. But I'm glad that Shane, your motherfucking ass, stopped that wigger. Because had you said anything that sound bigger, trigger, or anything that sound like nigga, you wouldn't have made it out of motherfucking Inglewood alive.
The best line. Look at this. I mean, they're clapping for each other.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Camaraderie. That's what really made this work. Was just the fraternity of comics on this level, and willing to go for it. Tony Hitchcliffe's line about her, which was, I heard that your husband killed himself after being with you for 3 years. I've been sitting with you for only a few minutes, and I want to kill myself.
Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. But the thing is, I think a lot of comedy was ruined by the Chelsea Handlers and the Amy Schumers. Who
Oh, for sure. And there was only one political joke, and that was by Handler. No politics.
Which one?
It was really refreshing.
Who said the Charlie Kirk joke? That's what I've heard about.
That was Pete. I'm sorry. I laughed, but
I don't know. I haven't heard it. I just saw it online. They made a joke.
Again, it's a roast, man. You go there. Look, here's the thing. If you're not getting your feelings hurt, it wasn't a good roast.
Of course.
Okay, like a roast is to make you feel, it's to like bury you for the most part, right? But you got to have a good heart about it.
Absolutely.
Watching. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
You will respect us in this house. This is the fucking forum built by the Showtime Lakers.
Wow. See,
you got to be willing to like take that risk of offending everybody in the crowd.
Yep.
You got to have. I got a joke. I got something to say. It might offend everybody, but you got to be willing to take that risk. And if you're playing it safe. If you're playing it safe, there's no way in hell that this is going to ever reach the levels of comedy that we used to get.
I mean,
because back then comedians didn't play it safe.
It was hugely childish. But again, it's the kind of childish stuff that when a bunch of guys get together and are, they're really cool and chill with each other, you're having fun. It doesn't have to be. There was some brilliant stuff in there. Like, let me tell you, there's some. I can
only imagine, man. When the guys get together, when the friends get together and hanging out and we drinking and all the gloves.
Exactly, that's what this was. That's exactly.
It's doing what we're doing, except they're having
they're funnier.
But see, that's why boys clubs are, they're there for a reason, man.
Yeah, but you remember the last time? You remember when Trump did that when they busted him for, hey, go grab her by the pussy, and he's like, it's locker room talk. Remember they turned that into a whole year. But here's Handler supposedly complaining about it.
I know.
I haven't heard of this, so I don't know.
You go the way that you thought that it should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it went better than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of I'm 51, so like I'm pretty secure with who I am.
Yeah.
I don't care if these guys say that I'm a whore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm doing exactly what they're doing, except I'm a woman and I'm allowed to.
And that's real.
Yeah, I'm rich, I'm famous, and I'm hot. So I'm fucking people. Like that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing that as long as I remain as fuckable as I am. So I don't really see
she doesn't look fuckable to me. Huh?
I know, if like read her book, she's a whore.
She might have been like maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, no, and I think a lot of other women should feel the same way out there, especially women that I run into.
Yeah, whether you're famous, whether you're famous or rich, those don't apply. But like the idea that, like, what were they going to say about me? They couldn't say anything other than that I'm a whore or my age. I think that was the other thing that they went in. And you're like, well, okay. Those aren't jokes. That's not clever writing. And I knew they would be lazy because they do that for a living. And I knew enough about like Tony Hinchcliffe and Shane and their backgrounds. I had ex-girlfriends blowing up my DMs that had dated Shane and were telling me stuff about him. So based on that, I was like, oh, these guys are pretty bad.
So you
okay.
I don't know what anyway. Enough.
Her feelings was hurt. You could see her feelings was hurt. All right. She in her feelings because she's using all of these. Oh, they weren't really funny. I knew what kind of jokes they were going to say and they weren't very funny. And again, man, once you get in your feelings, if like I said, with the guys, once we see that you are hurt, we going in even more. All right. We're about to really attack you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to have context with the joke. She did some Nazi and homophobic remarks regarding Tony, which were absolutely untrue and not based on anything that we had even heard up to this point. Like, why would you call someone a Nazi? Like, there's just not, and Lizzo was she was great. She came out and one of the best things that she did was appear on the dais and everybody lobbed fat jokes at her. Shane Gillis had the best one. Was people keep saying Lizzo is washed up, but I believe the correct term is beached.
Beach.
And she's howling with laughter.
Oh God. My problem with Lizzo is when she shows off her ass. She likes to do these shots where she goes up to a jet and you've got this elephant hanging in a G-string that she just shows her walking up. She's like, look at my ass. I'm like,
well, she was fine here. She looked good. She was she was great. She was one of the boys. And
someone just DM'd me this. I haven't heard it yet.
Tony reminds me of Charlie Kirk, and then he's definitely been on camera letting a guy unload in his throat.
The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
Tony,
those were the two most controversial lines.
Damn. That was they just went for it. But
and again, those weren't even as harsh as they could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one for verbal.
Oh.
Here's one for verbal. It's about your favorite person.
Oh. He was funny.
There was a record number of releases on the bed, in the pool, on the floor, everywhere but the hose.
Cat was great.
But I want to be clear. Just because Kevin went to Diddy parties does not mean he did something wrong. The fact that he gets all quiet when you bring it up, that means he did something wrong.
He's a unique stand-up, Cat.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't like the Charlie joke myself. Yeah, I can see people. That was weird.
It was.
I let him do it. I'm all for comedians doing whatever they want to do without restraint. I just
but
didn't
that's
like
the thing. Look, with comedy, sometimes things are going to land, sometimes they're not going to land. But you kind of just go with it, man. Like I feel like that's fine if you don't find something not funny, right?
Of course, yeah.
What I don't like is what Chelsea did, right? Doing the high horse thing, right? She's going on talk show after talk show, talking about how offended she was, and I'm like, you are a professional comedian somehow. This should not have been something, because I mean, at that point, you're basically talking shit about your fellow comedians, right?
Exactly.
And it's like, to me, that doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Toady Fields and Phyllis Diller and God darn it, I'll remember her name, the blonde woman. They wouldn't have taken it. They would have like just given as good as they got. I mean, Joan Rivers. I mean, could you imagine if one of these guys tried to take on Joan Rivers?
Oh man,
good luck. Yeah, she was a handler. Did not handle it well.
Well, and especially it's funny to me because Chelsea kind of fancies herself as the next Joan Rivers, right? It's like you are nothing alike.
No.
Who was Shane Gillis there?
Yeah, he was the host.
Okay.
And he was good.
Was he? Okay.
He was good. I'm not a huge Shane Gillis fan, but he had really good control and he was calm, collected. And if you could read between the lines, I mean, as a performer, I got the sense that the audience reaction to the gags, many of them, was muted and vastly different from the way it came out or appeared on the TV. The TV, the jokes more of them came out really hot, funny, but he mentions many times, oh, okay, well, that was funny when I tried it at the comedy club. Even though it was really funny over television, You could tell he was commenting on jokes that didn't land. I'm going, no, they landed quite well. The Lizzo joke, for instance, he made a comment about, oh, well, okay. He said something like that off the cuff, whereas like I was howling with laughter. You guys thought it was funny.
Why was The Rock
it goes
there?
back to the fact that we live in a time where there's so many like sensitive little butterflies that they can't handle a joke, and now you got comedians who from what I've read and heard, a lot of them have to censor their own work, man, because they don't want to like be too offensive. And I'm like, dude, this is comedy, man. You got to go all in.
But what was good about this show was, I think it was the forerunner to, at least it shows that the comics are now taking no prisoners. That's it. We're done. There wasn't a single Trump joke. If you could imagine that if Colbert or Fallon were invited to this,
I'm shocked.
It would have been it would have been nothing but.
Now, will this translate into movies? Will we get comedy back into movies? Because that's what we've been missing. Some of these guys need to go make some movies now and make us laugh again. We'll see. I guess Scary Movie is coming up.
I think Scary Movie is going to say a lot.
Scary Movie 6. Okay, since we're talking about it real quick while I reboot this, here's the Lizzo one real quick.
Kevin and I are both mocked for our size, and we share that pain. But I can lose weight. You can't get taller, nigga.
So that was a good one. You're talking about Scary Movie 6, right? This was coming a little bit later, but here we go. Scary Movies. There we are. There you are, you little bastard. Hold on while I reboot this camera, but here, let me show you this. Scary Movie 6. The Odyssey, my friends. You lost 10 points in enthusiasm. That was up till Thursday. It's now dropped another 2. Let's see. When it comes to awareness, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit.
So is this Scary Movie? Is this the one you're talking about? The Odyssey?
Scary Movie 6. Scary Movie 6, a 26-year franchise. Look at this. Scary Movie 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 5 here. Scary Movie 6. Awareness, 66%. Odyssey, 39. No problem. We go Scary Movie 6. Interest is 57%. And the Odyssey used to be at 65. It's now at 50. And then people who wish to pay for it to watch it in the theater, Scary Movie 6 at 59%, and now the Odyssey's at 55. And it was at 70.
The Odyssey is the Helen Bass of movies.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is the drop off, man. Because I know for myself personally, like I'm not going to go watch it the first week. I might not go watch it at all, to be honest with you, but I'm definitely not going the first week because I want to hear what people have to say about it, man. Like look, Nolan. This will be the first Nolan film I haven't seen in the theater.
It'll be his first flop.
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
Remember the budget, $250 million, which they think it's actually 300 because they said it's his biggest budget in his career. Another 220 for marketing. So right out of the gate, he's going to need to pull what, 800 million to.
Well, again, I keep saying like Tenet has an asterisk next to it, man. People keep saying that's his biggest flop, but I'm like, you can't count it, man, because it came out during the pandemic. It came out on streaming and theater at the same time. There's an asterisk next to that movie. Like we can't say for sure that would have been his biggest flop.
Right.
This, there's nothing to hide behind.
No,
right?
there's not.
If the Odyssey flops, that means people did not go to the theater to watch this movie.
No, especially when you have Lupita Nyong'o coming out in Elle magazine, a Yale graduate with a master's, saying, when he first approached me, I said yes, but I never heard of the Odyssey. Like, oh snap! It's like you never heard of the Odyssey.
You never heard of Odyssey, and you're in. That's wild to me, man. You're an actress. You what was her degree in? It's in
Master's of Arts. Yeah, it's in theater.
In the arts. And you've never heard of the Odyssey? It's like we read that in high school. Like that's crazy to me, man.
It is.
I'm just finding people pretending like look, again, I'm not saying she's an unattractive woman, but we got to stop acting like Lupita is like the hottest chick in Hollywood because she's not even close, right? But I get the feeling if they would have cast Cynthia Erivo, these same people would be saying the same thing. That, she's so beautiful. She could have been Helen of Troy. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm choking.
But you know, those same people would say Cynthia Erivo, sure, she could be Helena Troy, right? like that's the face that launched 1,000 ships.
Well,
sure.
If it was a combination of her, Leslie Uggams, and me, and we make a Oreo cookie, I'm all in.
Yeah, I don't think.
I like
I've said
Leslie
this many
Uggams.
times.
I think she's still sexy.
I think Lupita Nyong'o, myself, for me, Lupita Nyong'o can get it. All right, she's a beautiful woman.
Sure,
in my
she's
opinion.
fine, but she's not.
But she's not Helen of Troy.
No.
All right, that's the problem. She's not Helen of Troy. She could be a beautiful woman in any race, color, whatever, but that doesn't make her Helen of Troy. So that's the problem I have. It's like cast appropriately. The problem that you have is you're not casting appropriately and you're playing fast and loose with the Greek mythology and their culture and their history. All right, because Lupita also came out and said it's just mythology, and I was like,
I know.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
she said it's just mythology. Like mythology is baked into people's culture and
it's
into
our
their
foundation.
history.
It is.
Yes,
it's a cultural foundation. You're talking about the building blocks. But did you see how much respect? I've been working 2 weeks on my Odyssey video part 2 since I've gotten philosophical. So here's the biggest thing. Yes, and I'm Greek. But here, let me just give you an example. Did you watch her video on Wakanda?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But did you see her BBC interview before that? That's what you have to check out. She's talking about one of the primary reasons that she's thrilled about Wakanda is that so African children can be able to go to the store and see themselves in the toys and the merchandise. And I'm like, well, why don't you? You're saying that a Marvel comic book fictional nation is more important than a mythology? Like, no one either trains them into what to say, doesn't review their work that they've done before, the interviews, because really,
I would respect her more if she said, "Look, they offered me a check, I took it."
Yes, but you know what?
Just say it. Just say the
her
word.
Come out and say that.
The thing is her philosophy that she shared about Wakanda was correct. Every movie should be treated with respect. Every story, not just we're going to pick this one and we're going to pick this one. The biggest problem that I also had is the fact that I can't share that one yet.
Well, if she was Helleniqua of Troy, then you know.
And she's playing Clytemnestra, which is
even more dumb, right? Because you know, if you're just going off the mythology and
it wasn't her twin
like
sister,
the most beautiful, right? How does that make sense if she has a twin sister?
But she doesn't. That's the thing. Again, Nolan is bastardized. She wasn't a twin. Zeus, when he had sex, you know, as a dove, there were 2 eggs that came out. They weren't twins, but that's a deeper dive. There's one thing in the film that drives me crazy, but I'll wait to share that in the last. I don't want to say it right in the beginning. I also want us to quickly celebrate a life that just passed by. I think this was a brilliant woman. Marsha Lucas died 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Marsha Lucas, one of the only people, I think she also saved Star Wars in many ways, but she's one of the only people who spoke up to the disaster that was the Disney sequel.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Here it is in Variety from 2021. No, this is the 2026 one. Sorry. Yep. Hold on. She spoke up. She's the only person ever affiliated with the films.
I recall.
Yeah, here, let me pull it up. I pulled up the wrong one. Here it is. Here it is. She spoke up. Oh, and she ripped them apart. Some of the core. Here you go.
Lucas could have used her on the prequels, but that's another.
He could. I don't know why he didn't.
Well, because they're in a pretty nasty divorce.
Yeah,
I know, but one is one.
Sometimes you can work together with a talented individual and kind of ignore your antipathy for each other.
Not in the middle of a divorce, you can't.
No, listen, I can barely work with you guys.
Hey, that divorce is why Temple of Doom was so dark. George said I was going through a divorce, and I wrote Temple of Doom while I was going through it, and that's why that movie is so dark.
Bitch. Bitch.
Wait, is that why the movie focused on like a guy ripping somebody's heart out?
Yeah, ripping his heart out.
Yeah, take my heart, rip it out. That's what you did with me. This is my life.
I love
Funny.
you guys.
That's funny.
So here she is from 2021. She was giving an interview for a book called Howard Kazagian, A Producer's Life. And here she said, I like Kathleen. I always liked her. She was full of beans. She was really smart and really bright, really wonderful woman. And I liked her husband, Frank. I liked him a lot. Now that she's running Lucasfilm and making movies, it seems to me that Kathy Kennedy and J.J. Abrams don't have a clue about Star Wars. They don't get it. And J.J. Abrams is writing these stories. When I saw the movie where they kill Han Solo, I was furious. I was furious when they killed Han Solo. Absolutely, positively, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I thought, you don't get the Jedi story. You don't get the magic of Star Wars. You're getting rid of Han Solo. And she goes down here and says, then they have Luke disintegrate. They killed Han Solo. They killed Luke Skywalker, and they don't have Princess Leia anymore. And they're spitting out movies every year, and they think it's important to appeal to a woman's audience. So now their main character is this female who's supposed to have Jedi powers, but we don't know how she got Jedi powers or who she is. It sucks. The storylines are terrible, just terrible, awful. You can quote me on that. J.J. Abrams, Kathy Kennedy, talk to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cooked them.
Yeah.
Salute to Marsha Lucas, man. She was great.
She was. She just didn't hold back. See, it's funny. I was listening to something Hamill said a week after The Force Awakens came out, and he told the truth. But then 2 weeks later, he's like, I love the character. First, he's like, this is Jake Skywalker. And 2 weeks later, no, it's brilliant. I'm like,
He had a talking to.
did someone did they send like Guido after him or something? I was like,
yep.
It's interesting. When I was looking in this Marsha Lucas interview, another Skywalker thing popped up. And so, because I had said for years, why didn't Hamill just go to J.J. Abrams and say, look, you either bring Han, Luke, and Leia together again, or I'm just going to fucking walk, change the character. And Abrams told him, this isn't your story anymore. And Hamill just accepted it. He's like, okay. Anyway, crazy.
Money.
I know, but with that money, if they didn't have Luke, they wouldn't have had anything to sell to the audience.
No, they wouldn't.
I think he would have had a lot of power in his hands if he would have just said, no, rewrite this. That's mine.
Yeah.
All right, we got some super chats, all 42 for £5. I think people are turning to fan films because festivals are dead, and releasing an original short online is a death sentence for most. Interesting. I can see that. You know,
the interesting thing in all of this, and if you've spent any time in Hollywood, a lot of it is living off the aura of other successful people. I mean, in many ways, it's a vacuous town, and the way they're making movies now, it could very well break that need to be so utterly sycophantic to each other, and you're going to get a much better group of professionals who enjoy each other's companies and supporting each other's work, and will be supporting each other in many ways like stand-ups.
Okay.
At what point in time do they start considering the audience? Like you're saying, they're making content for each other. They're trying to jerk each other off. And it's like, hey, what about the people that are actually showing up to the movies? Are the audience, is the audience in mind when you're making a film? I want to make something that's entertaining to people, or are we just trying to entertain and, circle jerk each other off? Because I don't care about that.
Who are you referencing?
I'm talking about the Hollywood people that are within Hollywood that are making movies, that are making, entertainment. It's like, it seems like we have been left out of that conversation.
Loop. Yeah, they're not making them.
Yeah, it's like it's a circle loop where I'm making a movie to impress this guy across town instead of making a movie for the audience, the actual film goers, the movie goers, people that are going to be watching the film. Because if you're not making it for us and you're just making it for people inside the Hollywood bubble, then you're going to keep getting what you're getting, which is nobody shows up, which is why Backrooms did so well, because Backrooms was made for
people, us
fans of Backrooms, for the people that watch those videos and play the games. That's to me is the secret or the missing ingredient. I don't know. Has it always been that way? Has Hollywood always just made movies just for themselves and never considered there's an audience that's going to want to eventually show up and watch this movie?
Not according to Spielberg and Lucas. They'd say it was originally for the audience. It's when the corporations took over. He said that they stopped being storytellers.
Well, there's there's the calculating nature of a hedge fund taking over a nice, food product and then reducing its quality just so they can expand and extract as much cash from, taking over, some interesting, the sportswear line and then turning it to crap. I mean, I'm feeling that, a lot of Hollywood feels like those corporate takeovers, which we're in the middle of a corporate takeover right now. Whereas these movies like Obsession, it almost feels like artisan products. Now, that being said, there's no creative person I know that doesn't make it something for themselves. They've got to entertain themselves. And what they do is hope that it's also entertaining for the audience at large, that you want that. You can't write something creative purely for someone else. But what we're seeing with a lot of these IPs is I think they've actually, I don't know, they're trying to guess what the audience wants, and that's always a mistake.
Yeah, but it feels like they're doing it more by algorithm.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what Grogu is. Grogu is product. Oh, people buy a lot of Grogus. Okay, let's throw Grogu in a movie. Do we have a reason to put Grogu in a movie? Nah, not really. No. But yeah, let's go ahead and put him in because people will buy the merch. Well, and that's what's driving entertainment and creativity now.
Well, it's like Nolan in that if you watch the full interview he did with Colbert before Colbert's ass was bounced, he said, well, we made this for the audience that's never heard of the Odyssey, never seen the Odyssey, knows nothing about it. It's all about the audience. And then he turns around and says, because I haven't seen anybody else use these clips, he's like, Homer was the Marvel of his day. And I'm like, you fucking moron. And he reduced him to Marvel. He's like, and he goes, if you really look at it, all my films have the Odyssey in it. So I'm like, okay, so now Nolan is Homer and Homer's Marvel. I don't know. Somewhere he went off track.
Technically, Achilles is the superhero because he's impervious.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot, right? There's Achilles, Hercules, who I guess is more Roman than Greek, but still, I mean, same premise, like a Superman amongst normal men.
Here's one of the women that Greece had put forward.
There's always been this thing in comic books where they said that comic books are basically modern mythology, and I could buy more into that. It is if you look at especially in some of the Alex Ross.
You talking about Kingdom Come?
Well, there is a modern mythology to them, right? But that's the thing; it's modern. It's modern. It's a modern mythology. It's not ancient mythology.
Adaptations are not evil, and it's been proven when they've been done great. I rewatched Apocalypto the other day. Mel Gibson did it. Half the cast, they're not even real actors. They went locally, but they all were forced to learn the language. He built it. It made 3 times its budget. Passion of the Christ made 20 times its budget. Aramaic and Latin. You could pull it off. I was thinking, could you imagine if Gibson had the Odyssey? I think that would have been a masterpiece.
Dude, Gibson, Peter Jackson. I mean, there's so many other people,
Peter Jackson,
who I think would have been just better for this. And like I said, I've been preaching this from the beginning. I never thought Nolan was the right guy for this. There's so many better actors who can cover this kind of material.
And why? Why did you think that?
Because Nolan doesn't like fantasy or science fiction.
Yeah,
all of his stuff needs to be grounded. And when you're doing a movie about the gods, right, and demigods, the last thing you want is grounded, right? Like you want the fantastical, right? You got these beasts like the Cerberus and Cyclops. You don't want like some ground level thing. You want someone who could do fantasy. Now, when I say fantasy, it doesn't mean there's no weight to it. Lord of the Rings was fantasy, but there was a lot of weight to those movies.
No, there's a lot of morality, a lot of tales, a lot of lessons. That's the thing is I'm also worried. Again, I haven't seen the film, and I got a lot of criticism. Well, you haven't seen the film, and you're shitting on it. I said, well, I don't have to go to a restaurant to know if the chef turns around and goes, hey, in a month, I'm going to open up the greatest steakhouse ever. We brought the greatest chefs from around the world to carve tofu into a ribeye. No, I know what he's telling me is that I watched The Return again, and I had recommended this to some friends. It's Ralph Fiennes doing The Return, Odysseus after the war, when he arrives in Ithaca. And I watched it 48 hours ago, and I realized that I fucked up in my recommendation, pardon my language. I was so not mystified. I was so drawn to Ralph Fiennes' performance that my brain turned off at the end. I was watching the end again. I said, why does this feel wrong? I'm like, it is wrong. The director who made The Return changed the ending. And so I went and researched. That's because he used Emily Wilson's copy. So then I did some more digging. And of course, as we all know, that Nolan is using her Odyssey as his blueprint. So expect at the end, instead of having a triumphant Odysseus who with his son Telemachus wipes out all the suitors and Penelope's all joyous to see them, expect it to be like The Return, where she's like, what became of you? You know, it's the warrior with PTSD, and you brought blood into my home, and if you turned your son into a murderer. I think
in the original, that's not how. She's just thrilled to have him back. She loves him. That's
she did.
it, plain and simple. There is no angst in the original.
No, there isn't. She's also thrilled because they go through. Emily Wilson did this lecture at Harvard where she says she didn't like the way Homer portrayed that Odysseus and Telemachus went and hung all the maidservants who slept with the suitors. She found that they didn't do anything wrong. Why should they be killed? There's no justice there. This is just the patriarchal white male, she said, showing his dominance against women as an object that for their sexuality. I'm like, oh God. Now, and you can start seeing how Nolan made this film. Because it's in the
you
language.
guys can watch it all you want, man. I'm going to wait.
Yep. I think by next week it'll be down another 15 points in enthusiasm. And Quorum is a pretty reliable tracker. Oh, right.
Oh, and by the way, before all this came out, man, like it was like one of my #1 movies to see this year.
You and me too.
Yeah. For a lot of people, it's lost so much steam. I'm just like, I'm good.
Yep. Blitzen gifted 10 Georgia Giant Slayer memberships. Thank you, Blitzen. Please, everybody, go thank Blitzen. Good to see you always, my friend, and thank you for all your amazing support. We also have Hembry Jeremiah 645, member for 16 months. Yes, R.I.P. Marsha Lucas. Yeah, she was a legend. A legend. Mark of Reality for $50. I gotta find that. Where's the media? See, that's what I always miss, Fletcher. Where? There we go. Thank you.
Do your job, Fletch.
Thank God for today's stream. This bit about stand-up comedy is what the world needs to hear and get comfortable with. Eddie Murphy would get canceled if he did Raw today. Oh, Raw was brilliant. And the George Floyd incident is as cardboard as the current leader of Iran. Yep. I agree with you. That half-legged...
Jeff Ross was wearing Eddie Murphy's red leather suit. Hanging out his Jewishness for everyone.
Sam Kinison. I don't think Sam Kinison
man,
wouldn't have lasted today. It'd have been canceled on the spot. Sam Kinison.
Yep.
I love him. And we have Narrowboat Nige became a YouTube member. He joined us. Thank you. Rebel. Love it. We also have Eric K, King of the Mods, $5. Kevin Hart and the Rock Guard Diddy Party Friends. Just ask Dante.
You never living down to allegations. You ain't gonna never live down to allegations, bro.
Right.
Deny, man.
Eric gave another $5. The lefties think Kamala stepdaughter is the most beautiful. Oh, that's right. The most beautiful woman in the world.
That thing.
I'm surprised Nolan didn't put that beast
Wow.
in.
Wow.
Wrong race. Damn. Eric, we just went for the gold.
Damn.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother. And Bucky Cat for $5. There's a list out on YouTube of Greek actors who could have played the roles in Ozzy. Yeah, I was just showing you one of them that Greece put up. There's a lot. I mean, last week or the 2 weeks before, I showed you the average weather woman in Greece could have played the role. And there are actually quite a few Greek films from the 70s which did justice to the Odyssey, and they did it in ancient Greek and Homeric Greek. We also have Jim Alaska. How you doing, my good friend? He gifted 20 George the Giant Slayer memberships. Yes, thank you, everybody. Please go thank Jim. Keeps the lights on for us and brings you all together.
Now we do have to remember that the Greeks of Homer's time are not the same Greeks who are in Greece now. That's the best looking woman in Greece right now is Maria Callas. So I mean, I
tend to disagree, but it's okay.
They're not the same genetically. They're not the same people.
We have been having
That's
that
like the
argument. in
Italians.
Greece.
The Italians are not the same people as the Romans.
We have gotten our genetic code cleansed after 400 years of being held captive and screwed over by the Turks. So finally, we have returned. Look, when I went to Greece in the 90s, I was the tallest person there. I felt so good. All these short little fuckers. And I'm like, yeah, your family. I was like, your family got by the Turks, right? We killed ourselves and hid in the mountains. I go back in 2009. I am the shortest fucker. Everybody sprouted. I'm like, what happened? They're like, our genetics have kicked back in. I was like,
they're putting tzatziki into their veins.
We should all go to Greece together. We would have a blast. I could show you.
It's funny, man. I did a video on it, on the situation. Reading that letter from Greece. I had so many people inviting me to Greece. It's like, yo, DA, you got to come to Greece. You got to come to Greece. I said, hey, man, one day me and George.
I go.
Oh, yeah. I know places.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to go to the usual spots. If there's some place that is devoid of tourists, I'll go.
Oh, I know. That's where I go. I know the place is devoid of tourists. We go out at 2:30 in the morning. I know some tavernas that you Yes, because that's where they start. That's the club opens at midnight, and you go till about 4. Then you go eat. And the thing is in Greece, when you get drunk after you go out and have a good time, yeah, you do. But you also eat a little bit of lamb tongue. They have these places. But it absorbs. 20 minutes later, you're ready to go party again. They're literally, I don't know how to say it in English, but they're kind of like hangover places. They only serve this soup, which is called patsa. It's a tripe soup and tongue.
Tripe
you
soup.
Eat it, and go out.
I'm getting in line now.
I'm down.
It's delicious. Mr. Phobos for $2. Penelope will be the hero of the Odyssey. Yeah, probably. Thank you, brother. DK Bones, member for 5 months. I have to say, I'm not excited for any summer movies. You and me both. I will tell you what I am excited, though. Thank you, everybody, for your amazing super chats and the gifted memberships. I love them. I am excited for... where did you go? Does anybody remember WKRP in Cincinnati?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Lonnie Anderson,
man. Come on.
Yeah.
It's now official. WKRP in Cincinnati, a station formerly known as the Oasis, bears the new call letters made famous by the 1978-82 sitcom as of Monday. 97.7 FM in Cincinnati areas. Now WKRP. I think that's cool. I think that's cool as hell. Also, I found this little classic. It's a classic. I thought it would, right before I show you Mondani's latest, we need a little palate cleanser to prepare us.
You got your Seattle mayor. I wonder what's going to happen in L.A.
I don't know. DA, what do you think? Pratt going to take it?
Reading.
I mean, I think it's going to go down to the runoff. There's a lot of woke lunatics that are just going to vote blue no matter who. Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think he'll get to the runoff. I think he'll get past this Nithya Raman chick, and it'll be between him and Bass. I'm hoping that people wake up. I don't know, man. But, yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. Put it that way. I wouldn't bet money on it.
I read somewhere today, actually, that a whole bunch of supporters of Pratt are going to abuse the voter ID requirement in California, and they're flying people in to vote.
I mean, why
and
not?
Apparently, it's not illegal.
It's not legal.
It's crazy because they should have. I cannot believe that we in the United States of America we have a state that it is illegal to show voter ID to vote. Like,
I can't believe after everything, people in LA are still willing to vote for Karen Bass. Like, that's what's crazy to me.
It's Karen, not Helen. Yeah, Karen Bass.
Yeah.
Like, that is wild.
Yeah.
Insane. But here's someone to make us feel good. Mr. T.
Oh, no.
Singing.
Mother, I always love her. My mother. So treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat. where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up nights and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put on her face and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter R is that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get.
What on earth was that, George?
It was his Mother's Day wish.
It
for
was
his
the
mom.
80s, man. It was the
Come
80s.
on.
It's hard,
Wow.
you know, unless you live the 80s, it's hard to explain.
Wow,
It was
wow, those background singers were awesome. They were.
I mean, we can all remember the Chicago Bears and their little rap song. So I mean,
Yeah. What were those girls doing back there? That's what I want to know.
What's funny is his daughter is a comedian, and she did a bit. Yeah, she did a bit. She did a bit on him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Mohawk culture. Most people think I'm lying when I say that, but I'm like, why would I pick him? Like, who the fuck is lying about Mr. T, right? And I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so either everyone believed me or no one believed me. Like, there was no in between. I grew up in a very wealthy neighborhood, so everybody believed me there because they were like, why the fuck else is your black ass here, right? Like, when I was a kid, we lived on the south side of Chicago, and like, I get it. Like, I'm a black girl at an all-black school, and I'm trying to explain to my friends that the reason why they've never seen my dad before is because he's doing WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan, right? Like, everybody was like, shut the fuck up, Erica, right? And those were the teachers, right? So, I got this complex, and this is for real. My friends will tell you, or like people I meet. If I'm on stage, I'll talk about my dad, but I never tell people like who my dad is or like stuff I've seen because no one ever believes me, and they like really don't. Like, I will give you an example, like because like when I was in kindergarten, first grade, like kids kind of like ostracized me and wouldn't talk to me because I was like little lion ass Erica, you know, like they didn't believe me. And so this one weekend, all right, I'm telling you guys this. Don't tell anybody the story, but this one weekend, went to this WrestleMania event with my dad, and he was partners with Hulk Hogan, right? And my dad, it was the first time I was seeing wrestling live, right? So my dad's like, don't worry about it. It's fake. He's telling me, I have a sister who's 8 years older than me. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's all fake, whatever, blah, blah. And he's in this wrestling match with this guy named Roddy Piper. Do you guys know who that is? Okay. And it's another dude or whatever, right? So my dad gets into the ring, and immediately Roddy Piper flips my dad in a way, and he cracks my dad's ribs, right? So my dad has to go to the emergency room, right? So me and my sister are crying, whatever. They take my dad to the ER. They bring him back to, he comes back to the hotel room. He's all bandaged up. And like Hulk Hogan's in our hotel room, and Hulk Hogan's doing like lines of cocaine, right? And he still has the yellow shorts on, right? And he's like, T, I'm gonna fuck him up when I see, I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck him up. And my dad's just like, oh God, my ribs hurt so badly, right? And then there's a knock at the door, and it was Roddy Piper, right? And he goes, hey T, I'm real sorry about what happened. And Hulk Hogan's like, fuck that, and grabs Roddy Piper and brings him into the hotel room, throws him against the wall, smashes the mirror. They're beating him. My dad's trying to break it up. Hulk Hogan's wife, Linda's there, and she's like, Terry, stop, right? And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was his name, right? So, and my mom is trying to make my dad stop, and they're just beating, and all this stuff is flipped over and shit like that. Me and my sister are crying, and then we get on a plane. We come back to Chicago. I go to class. We're sitting in a sharing circle, and the teacher's like, what'd you do this weekend? And I was like, not a fucking thing. All right. I
was there. That's a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'd be funny to recount that in class. Well, let me start.
And so that was a little palate cleanser. We get relaxed because now we got to listen to what Mom Donnie said this week.
What did he say?
Ah, shit. He said something.
Oh, did he say?
We could play a game of what dumb shit did he say this week?
Oh, he made Lennon proud this week.
Through our new citywide campaign, Fix the City, we will focus on the worst landlords in New York City.
Listen, it's coming up right now.
When necessary, we will take aggressive legal action to remove negligent owners and property managers. And for buildings that have suffered chronic neglect, we will work to transfer ownership to responsible stewards.
Wait, go back again, Rob. Go back 10 seconds, please. Yeah, right there.
And for buildings that have suffered chronic neglect, we will work to transfer ownership to responsible stewards.
That's, if you've ever read Atlas.
You know what that is. So he goes on is if the city now finds that you don't take care of your tenants, you don't take care of your building, the city will come in and remove you and take the property.
And put one of their stooges in charge.
No, take it for the city will take your property.
Yeah.
Will belong to the city.
And he said he'll transfer it over to a steward, right? And he's talking about one of his stooges.
And
so wait, who determines if the property is whatever up to code?
That's the thing. They're going to put out a list. So imagine you ask your landlord, I want a little reduction in rent, or I don't like the way the light fixture is. Each one of those violations adds up to X amount of points. And then eventually, if you get too many points, then they could. So, of course, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
That way the city comes in and goes, hey, you got 1,000 points against you. Yeah. You get to lose.
This is what the people of New York voted for, man. They voted for this.
Yeah. That's on y'all. Y'all did it to yourselves. That's crazy.
I mean, LA's in the same situation right now. They have a chance to get this woman out of there, man. And if they don't, this is what they chose, right?
But to take private property away in the United States of America, it's one of like
George, they've been trying to do that for a while now, right? Especially in New York and LA. They've been trying to like weasel properties from people so that they could put, make it city owned, right? It's supposed to be for the homeless, right? Things like that. They keep making up this BS. Anything they can do to take away your home. In LA, if you lost your home in those fires, at least in the Palisades, they want that property. They want to take that property from those people.
Yep.
That's why they're making it so hard for them to rebuild.
It's insane.
It's all shady, man. I mean, New York.
It is, but if they can pull it off in New York, that's the thing. If they can pull it off in New York, what is it going to say to the rest of the country? That's
New York right now has a microscope on it, right? Like we're all looking at New York as the example of what or at least like the warning of what can happen. So give New York one more year, and I guarantee you, it's going to be John Carpenter level shit. It's going to be bad.
Could you imagine, Paul, if someone came to you and said, if you were managing a building that you had X amount of notices against you, we've informed you, we've told you to change it, and now we're going to start the process of taking it away from you?
Just renting in any big city is difficult right now. There's a lot of rules for and against. It's very difficult in Ontario to get rid of a squatter out of a building.
We have that here.
Yeah, so there's moments where I'm sympathetic to the landlord, and there's times I'm sympathetic to the tenant. I mean, there's a lot of shenanigans going on from that end too. I'm not going to judge. Now, the properties I own, I mean, if those people don't get their act together, they're out.
Hey, wait, but isn't there rent control in New York?
There is rent control in New York.
So how are they supposed to fix the stuff up if the rent is controlled and they can't raise the rent?
That's the challenge.
That's the point. If you listen, I'll put the link in there. If you listen, Patrick Bet-David goes and breaks down the whole thing in that video. It's pretty interesting because they've set it up so the landlords can't really fix anything because they don't have the money to fix anything because everything has gone up in price, but you still have people
they're locked in on the rent.
Same rent from the early 2000s or 90s, depending how long they've been there.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. We also had this week the new trailer for season 2 of X-Men.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's hard to believe what's not waiting for me. Someone I lost. Someone special.
The X-Men are scattered through time.
I have a quick question. Is this this still written this season by Bo DeMeo? Or because then it'll be great. Okay, so
he's not the showrunner, but they're using his scripts.
Oh, well, that's good. That means we're going to be the same quality stories as this one. Okay, great.
In the past, from the start of Apocalypse's reign to the future at the height of his rule.
The X-Men. I must strike them at their most vulnerable. The 1990s.
Jeez, could have at least bought me a drink first.
Jubilee.
We gotta get the X-Men back to the 90s. You fight a battle that cannot be won against the dawn of an age that cannot be stopped.
This isn't just about us. It's about everyone we've lost.
From the beginning of time to the reaches of tomorrow, we stand together right here, right now. I believe in the X-Men. We're back, baby.
That looks great.
That's really good.
It does look good.
That looks awesome.
I hope that they stick with Bo's story. I hope they didn't change it up too much because honestly, the first season for me was probably some of the best comic book anything that we've gotten for a long time. So
I would agree with you. I hope they do. It's sad that they never resolved that with him.
Well, plus, Marvel, they need this win right now. So
yeah.
We also had there's this issue I've been dying to talk about for the last 4 months. And I was just like, let's just do this real quick. There's this company that sells baby products, right?
Well, you can use soothing pads on your bum, George.
That would help. Yeah, that would help.
With aloe vera, I understand.
I like aloe vera.
Yeah.
No, it's called Frida Baby. And this happened a few months ago. They still haven't corrected it. And I was like, okay, I just want to spend a couple of minutes on it before we move on. They have, yes, Frida Baby has advertising for their products. They changed their whole marketing technique, right? Okay, so you have here, you see that how it says, how about a quickie? That's for a thermometer. Then they have here, this is the rectal thermometer. And their advertising says, this is the closest your husband's going to get to a threesome.
What the fuck?
Yeah. This is about, again, marketed to parents for children. But it shows the way that marketing for certain corporations has degraded morally. Here's another one. How about a quickie? I've already showed you that one. I wanted to see what y'all thought of it. So then we go down here where it says a little game of just the tip is what you got us into this mess in the first place. Our new 3-in-1 nose, nail, and ear picker. I get turned on easily. That's for a humidifier.
Oh, these are different products, not from the same company.
No, it's all the same company.
All the
same company. It's just they're doing. And then you have the one to suck the snot out. It goes, I'm a power sucker.
Yeah.
And then they use this for the snot to show the kid removing the snot. It's what happens when you pull out too early. Like there's something wrong with this company.
I agree.
It's kind of
that is ridiculous.
I get the double entendre, I think.
Right. And they have been deleting everything except they still haven't. Like this is what they would show. Here's a threesome when your toddler invades the bed and takes up 70% of available spaces. I get it, but they're marketing this to parents for children. And the way that they pick the children, I find it disgusting.
Bizarre.
Bizarre is one word.
Weird. Weirdos.
Weirdos
is right. They are weirdos.
Talking about a
They
weird.
deserve to be dragged.
I agree. And talking about a weirdo, Cynthia Erivo is back.
Oh, I read about this.
I felt my humanity was bastardized. Cynthia Erivo says reaction to Ariana Grande red carpet incident rooted in racism.
What?
Wicked star Cynthia Erivo has said that reactions to the incident at the Singapore premiere of Wicked for Good, in which she stepped in to fend off a red carpet invader who grabbed co-star Ariana Grande, revealed the insidious nature of how we view Black women and put her off campaigning for Oscars. In an interview with Variety, Erivo said that she and Grande were terrified when Johnson Wynn jumped to Barry at Universal Studios Singapore and rushed towards them. Nobody moved. Nobody moved. So I moved because my brain went, get him away, get him out of here. And what people couldn't see is that he wouldn't let go of Grande. He wouldn't let go. So I just kept pushing at him to get him off. Ervo added, a stranger is a stranger. Personal space is still personal space. It doesn't belong to anyone, even if you feel you know the person, she says. In that moment, we were all terrified. Wen, who has a history of disrupting public events, was sentenced to 9 days in jail. So here we go. The incident triggered a huge response on social media, including suggestions that Ervo was Grande's bodyguard, something to which Ervo objects. I think that we haven't really come to terms with the insidious nature of how we view Black women. I'm sure people will read this and think, oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, you're right about that. It's not about that, but it is, because that's what was being made fun of. It was my physique. It was my shape. It was the fact that I was bald. Well, you're right, all three. It was about what I look like. And because of that, yes, you're correct. You look like Skeletor. And there was the assumption that I was bigger than my co-star, so I had to be controlling.
Oh, my God.
Nobody accused her of being big. I mean, they both look like skeletons, man.
Yeah.
It had everything to do with all the weird behavior that we had seen from the previous year when they were doing the Wicked. Like, what is she talking about? It had nothing to do with that. She jumped in like her bodyguard. That's what she did. And the guy wasn't going after them. They were going after Cynthia or Ariana Grande.
Right.
That's who he was going after. He probably didn't even see Cynthia Erivo standing there.
No. That's why.
The narcissism, man. It's about racism. It's about me as a Black woman. You know, I'm so tired of Black people thinking that we're the center of the universe, man. It's like everything doesn't revolve around the Black experience. All right. Sometimes it's not about you. You know, sometimes it's about just this guy's an Ariana Grande fan, and you know, he got a little crazy or whatever. And that's all it is. But you know, she makes it about herself. She makes it about racism. It's so stupid.
Well, that's a classic narcissist reaction.
Oh,
I just want her to go away for a while. Just go away. Like,
me too.
Like, look, man, you don't have to
take
be
a break
all the time, right? Just
take a break.
Take a break. Go find yourself, right?
And she had shared this a couple of weeks ago. Otherwise, I wouldn't have found it. It was on Instagram. The museum. It is a museum in Kentucky. And when Ervo had shared it, she didn't do anything, just posted up a link and said, reality.
Welcome to America.
What?
Tell me what you're thinking.
This museum got $5 million in tax money.
Kleenexes, please.
I've always been interested in history and the history of Black people. I took Afrocentric classes at U of L. My grandma lived at 2821 West Kentucky Street. I've read so many books, and now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful. Thank you.
They got $5 million in tax money. So you could walk up there and they could slap the shackles on you.
That needed to be in that. What was it? Matt Walsh did. Am I racist? That little clip right there.
Yeah,
that belongs in that movie, man. What a joke.
It's insane that we have to pay for it on top of it. But then you have her. She's sitting here crying. I'm like, lady.
What are you crying for?
I don't know.
That dude, the man that dropped, he was never a slave. He was never in it. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
I mean, the problem is, man, is that there's still, unfortunately, currency in victimhood.
Yeah.
I really thought that victimhood here was pretty much dying down and gone.
Oh, no. You know, it's funny because it's like when everyone thought when Trump won, all of a sudden Hollywood's going to just stop being woke. I'm like, guys, come on. You know, like they'll be quiet for a little while, but they're going to double down eventually. Sure enough, they have. Woke hasn't left Hollywood; it's still there.
Oh,
yeah, that's why I think the Odyssey.
They're not even trying to hide it.
That's why I think the Odyssey needs to fail, because the fact that if he can pull it off with the way he's injected it with basically,
well,
identity
politics.
politics.
Because number one, the people who wanted to see it, which were us, the Chuds, we now don't want to see it, right?
Yeah.
The regular going audience doesn't care all that much about this kind of like material, man. Yeah, they like Troy, but it had Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, right? All the hunky guys. I mean, that's why that movie did as well as it did, right? But a movie like The Odyssey, just on its own nature, doesn't appeal to like a general crowd. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So the people who were excited, us, are no longer excited. So who is this movie for now?
The Nolan fans. I was a Nolan
bros.
fan.
I was about to say the
We
Nolan
are the
bros.
Nolan
That's
fans.
it.
So I'm saying. So who is it for now?
I don't know.
Like and that's why I think this movie's going to fail. I don't think he has the audience. He had the audience.
He had them. He did.
So,
Well, I mean, he made Oppenheimer, and I think that movie kind of made him think, or maybe made everybody think that this guy could get away with doing whatever it is he wanted to do. Because that's a
look
3-hour
at the casting
biopic.
though for Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Well, the cast. I mean, some people think this is
spot on, right?
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Some people think that this cast, outside of a couple of notable exceptions, is a solid cast. I think the cast is one of the weakest parts about
I
this
do.
film, but
I don't like Damon for Odysseus.
I don't like Damon at all as Odysseus.
Doesn't fit him at any way. I like
He might
Matt
be the
Damon
biggest
as
problem.
an actor. I do. I agree with you 100%. DA. Matt Damon is your Massachusetts everyman. That's what he is, and he does
Yeah.
it well. For Odysseus, I'm like, really? I think about 5 different people. But we also have Emma Thompson is complaining. She has joined a group called, it's a foundation in the UK called Age Without Limits. She complained this week, saying that more of the UK's top films from the past 3 years feature a lead actor called Chris than have a female lead actor over the age of 60. Our new analysis reveals among the 100 highest grossing films for 23, 24, and 25, 6 films featured someone called Chris as the lead actor, compared to just 5 featuring women over 60 as the lead character.
What's her point?
Her point is here, women are half the population. This is from Emma Thompson. And we get older, so where are the stories about us? The older we get, the more interesting we are. I want to see more films centering aging women. We are compelling, relatable, and overdue for center stage. Older women don't need permission to exist on screen. They already exist in the world. Cinema needs to just catch up.
Go make it. Go
Okay,
make it, Emma.
I have questions here, right? So is she saying like she wants more women over 60 in lead roles? Is she expecting like any moniker of success from these movies?
Yes, that's what she's looking for.
Okay, who's the audience for these kind of movies?
We don't know.
Exactly.
I did a video on this.
Okay.
My analysis was that they need more movies starring Chris. That seems to be the deciding factor. More Chris movies means more hit movies. That's clear based on the survey. It's a dumb survey.
Yeah.
I had fun with it on my video. I suggest everyone go check it out on Call Me Chato. It's quite funny. And
I'm gonna see that.
It's I don't know. As DA said, Hollywood is tough for everybody. It's not easy. Now the women involved. I did some research on Emma Thompson. She's done 60 movies, 60 entertainment products, whether it's TV shows, movies, voicing, animations, things like that. The woman is part of the royalty of individuals, just the tiny handful of actors of any stripe, any age, who's actually working for a living. Shut up.
Right.
I mean,
I agragree with you.
for God's sakes, you're lucky, lady. I mean, you're not lacking in work. Helen Mirren isn't lacking in work, but it's a tough business for everybody. And she's a producer. Make your own movies. That's what I'm saying.
And more importantly, to that note, put your money where your mouth is.
There you go.
Like you got millions of dollars. Use those millions to make your movie.
Be the change that you want to see, right? That's what they tell them.
We got YouTubers out here blowing out the box office right now.
Yeah. Making movies for less than $1 million.
And
I still think that's the story of the year, man. So far for me, that's the story of the year.
How much y'all think that Dreams of Violet will make? That $2,000 AI movie that was showed at the beginning. You think that'll make any
I don't
money?
think it'll make anything, honestly, but I think it'll be a very interesting, like, it'll be interesting to watch the reaction, how people feel about AI, a complete 100% AI film.
Yeah,
I don't know what it'll make, but I think it'll be an interesting movie.
Make more than
to follow.
$2,000.
It might just be a festival darling, right? Like
Okay.
it might just go do the festival thing and
Yeah,
maybe win a bunch of awards. I don't think it's going to make a lot of money, but
yeah,
it'll probably do well with the festival.
I wish they wouldn't tell people before they saw it. Like, I would like to after they saw it. Like, did you think? What did you think? Man-made or AI? Like, if you tell them ahead of time, it kind of sets the brain.
I didn't guess.
Oh.
Yeah, the only reason why I thought it might be AI when I was watching it was because there were a lot of just shots of people looking around or looking away, and usually that's how a lot of the AI trailers are. So it made me think that for a minute, but I was like, benefit of the doubt, it definitely wasn't like $1 million film.
No. Also, now we arrived at the time, the best thing that I've seen, I would say, almost all year. Spiderman.
I thought you was
Noir.
about to say Chato had to go.
No, I'll stay briefly for this because the show is great.
Yes. Here's the opening sequence.
That is the best thing, is me leaving. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
But no.
Series is great.
Nicolas Cage is on fire in it in so many ways. You can tell how he enjoys smoking in those scenes, the way he handles himself. Just he's bringing it. I'm curious if they're ever going to, depending on how successful it is, if they're going to merge that, bring him in somehow to the Marvel universe.
Oh, I doubt it.
He knows how to play it. She was gorgeous. She's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Who is she? I've never seen
Lee. I've heard of her before. I don't know. I've heard of her name. I've heard her kicked around. People talking about her, but I've never actually seen anything of her until now. She was amazing.
Great.
Yeah, Lee.
What's so funny
In
about
Greek,
it
that's Dick.
Is many of us have talked about sending the superheroes back to a time where their superpowers are more believable.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more fun with Superman back in the 40s or whatever. Putting them in the present, just they look too costume. Like the costuming is so in your face, it bothers me. But if I could see Superman back in the 50s, then the costumes are fine because it's part of the fantasy, right?
Yep.
Anyway,
I agree.
it fulfills it. This kind of proves the point. There it is. They're done.
You can see it. Yeah, somebody put together a split screen of. I've been watching it in black and white. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, me too. I can't do the color thing though.
You know what? Because it feels. I felt for a second like, when is Bogey gonna come out? I mean, that's how I felt watching it. Like, when is Bogey? Where's Bacall?
Well, what's interesting is Dante, I went to a screening of this with Tyler. We went to see it, and it showed the first episode in black and white and the second episode in color, and then there was a Q&A after with the showrunner and the guy that plays Robbie. And then the guy that plays what's his name? Flint Marco. And so they had a nice Q&A and everything. And they were saying, like, it is a completely different experience when you watch it in color. Like, and they want people to have that experience. They're actually trying to get people to watch it all the way through in black and white and then watch it all the way through in color.
And I probably will.
Because they'll get a second season, is what they were saying. I'm like, yo, I'm down to do it for a second season. This TV show is absolutely incredible, man. It's the best TV show so far this year. And what it proves to me is that there are some good writers out there. There are some people that understand genre, and there are some people that understand how to bring something like Noir, out for 2026. And I didn't think they were going to stick the landing. They absolutely stuck the landing with the Noir style of it. I love the dialogue. Is fantastic.
The last time I saw something like this was Sin City, right?
Sin City, yeah.
Right,
Sin City was like the last thing I saw that was kind of on this level. So I mean, I'm only one episode in, but so far I love it.
That's it. It feels good to talk about it. It is fun.
It is fun, for God.
The villains kind of have this, like, almost like the Dick Tracy style villains, where they're just kind of monstrous and everything. Kind of had that feel to it. It's like,
I love what they did with Flint Marco. Like that was pretty cool.
And I like
all the characters are just they did a really good job.
The
man.
assistant
So,
to Gleason, the guy with the big ears is the little kid, right? Isn't he the
kid?
He was a kid in a movie. I didn't check to see what his
I
name
know
was.
what you're talking about. The gangster.
The gangster in it.
Yeah, I think he's the gangster.
He's
the one that
he
works
was
for
a-
Silverman.
He was a famous child actor.
Yeah,
Who?
he was.
Okay.
The big-eared guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's older. He's older now, obviously.
Oh, I can tell
Yeah.
that.
But I like Gleason. I always
Oh,
like
yeah, great.
Gleason.
Yeah,
had
he's
that-
great, man.
This was
Now-
great. This is what we've been screaming for in many ways. Just
and I'm happy.
have
But
fun.
not enough people have been talking about it and praising it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it too is like obviously Spider-Man is a very well-known franchise, very well-known character, but this is an aspect of that world that's completely original, completely different. So even when you have like a known IP, you can still do something original out of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if they didn't have the Spider-Man element to it, I think it's a solid story. It's a great detective story. Like I am enjoying it. Like I was imagining, what if you remove the spider element, the superhero element? I'm like, be great, still fun.
And he's not invincible. Anyways,
No.
I gotta go, gentlemen.
All right.
Have a good rest
See you,
of the
Cheeto.
weekend.
See you, Paul.
Thank you so much. Great to see you, Paul.
Oh, it's nice to be back from Japan. And the first thing I do is this. Let me tell you, it's really it's the highlight of my life. Bye, everyone.
See you,
Have a great week, brother. Bye. So yeah, it's amazing. So we have a few more things, and then we will be out of here.
Yeah, I mean, at some point I do want to catch it in color, but I got to do black and white first.
Yeah, do the black and white first for sure, man. But
Well,
yeah,
here
I
it is.
loved it. I
Look-
loved it all. Yeah, go ahead.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference. I mean, see right there where you see right there. Is my arrow showing here on screen? I don't know if it is. Where they're in the black and white as you're looking outside the window, that feeling where it's a little bit grayer, the window is foggy. Kind of, there's something about that mystique, that noir feeling. It just pulls me in. The bottom one is like, okay, it's a color film. You see what I'm saying? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
little- yeah. It's just
I like this guy.
Old Nick Cage, right? Like,
yeah.
like he's not
Well-
caging out as much as I thought he would be.
He's got a
Wait,
couple things.
just a
Yeah.
minute.
He's got
Wait
a
until
couple-
episode 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes full Nick.
Oh, he builds up the full cage.
Oh, he gets
yeah.
up to it. Don't worry. He's building it up. He's building it up. The thing I did like about it, I only saw episode 2 in color because it was in theater when we watched the screening, but it does really bring out like the costuming. They really did a good job, especially with Robbie. His costume looks absolutely amazing, man. His color, but you don't really see the colorfulness, obviously, in black and white. And so for that alone, I do want to watch, the color version of it just to see how the costuming looks, because they said the costume designers had to do a lot of work to really capture that kind of 30s depression era color schemes and all of that stuff. He has this like bright yellow. It's like it really looks good on screen. So all right, so yeah, I'm like, okay, you convinced me. And look, I just want him to get a second season, regardless of whether it's black and white color, whatever. They did such a great job with this first season. I am looking forward to the second season. The ending is a banger. I'm looking forward to it, man. I cannot wait.
I haven't watched the ending yet.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I haven't watched.
Yeah, I mean, look, I hope they do, man. I mean, I mean, I know that like right now they're banking on Vought Rising being like their next big thing, but
Which one?
the Boys spinoff,
The boy, the one about the
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No
it's,
thanks.
I agree. I'm done.
Yeah.
The boys for
After
me,
that Boys finale, man, I'm done.
The boys. Yeah, I'm not.
Did you watch it all the way through, Dante? I checked out after season 2.
Oh yeah, no, I watched the whole thing, man, and I should have quit after season 3, but I stayed on, man.
It's like it can't possibly get worse.
All I know is I will never give Eric Kripke another rating out of me ever again. So
yeah,
that's a good call. That is definitely a good call. We also have, but so So for you, what do you rate it, Dante? 10 out of 10? How much? I'm at 10 out of 10.
Spider Noir?
Yeah.
I've only seen the first episode, so far so good. Like
How
I'm
would you
loving
rate
what I'm
it?
seeing so far.
How would you rate the first episode? Just curious.
I mean, first episode was for me is like definitely like a solid 8.
Okay, solid 8. Cool.
Yeah.
I could see that. A solid 8's good.
Solid 8, yeah.
I'm a little. I give the other 2 points just because I'm a fanatic about Nicolas Cage. That's cool. I had an interview here. What about you, Dante? Da. Sorry.
It's all right, man. Everybody does it.
I know, right?
Hey, yeah. Look, I thought I'm a big Nick Cage fan. I love Nick Cage. So this one's tailor made for me. And his acting in it is impeccable. All the other supporting the grandson of John Huston. All right. That's the guy playing Flint Marco. It's the grandson of John Huston. Yeah, man. Some legends in this thing. So I gave it, I would probably say overall, it's probably a 8.5 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some really slow moments. But you know, the ending is just absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I'm a fan of noir, and so it all worked out.
And by the way, George, lately, like honestly, like I hardly give anything higher than a 6, like
No, that's
nowadays.
okay.
So for me,
Like I
for it to
said,
get an
I'm
8
biased.
already is pretty good.
Now that's your 10. I get it. Yeah, I'm biased, so I will announce my bias. I give the extra 2 points just for Nick Cage.
Just for Nick Cage, yep.
Just for Nick Cage. He showed up 2 points automatically.
I've heard
And
people
now-
say he looks too old to be.
No.
Yeah.
I will ask one thing. I don't know anything about the comic book lore surrounding Spider-Man. Okay, I thought maybe somebody in the audience would know. Somebody in the chat would know out of us Slayer Nation.
There's not a lot.
Is he supposed to be like Spider-Man, meaning like, because he gets injured a lot, and Spider-Man doesn't, I mean, like by just regular people.
I don't think he's as strong as Peter Parker.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Like that's the thing.
So that's how it's supposed to be. Not a problem. Not a problem. We also have the season 3 trailer for House of the Dragons. Like I said, a lot of trailers this week.
These are turbulent.
Oh no, this isn't it. You're my laka, George. I brought the wrong one. Where is it?
See, I mean, I'm even looking forward to this, man.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Except,
yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Where did you?
They kind of left us hanging at the end of season 2.
Well,
Yeah.
I just love how people say like how we always hate things with a female lead. I'm like, dude, this movie. This show has like 3 of them, right? And I love all 3 of them.
You love all 3 of the leads?
Yeah, the queens, man.
Yeah.
I don't like. Well, I guess she's done such a good job. I hate her. I don't like the best
Rhaenyra?
friend. No, I like Rhaenyra. I don't. Well, sometimes Rhaenyra pisses me off. The other one, her friend.
Oh,
who's
the mother of what's his name?
because she's turned out to be a conniving bitch.
Yeah, the mother of the king, or the king that got handicapped.
Allison.
Allison.
Yeah,
There
Allison.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets under my
Yeah.
skin. You could say. Here we
She's
go.
fire, man. She's a looker though.
Yeah, she is.
But I will say now it has to compete against Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and that was phenomenal.
You know what? For me, they're 2 very separate things, 2 different.
Yeah,
things.
different styles, different shows. So I wouldn't look at these in competition with each other.
You don't think people are going to actually compare them, though?
I mean,
I like it.
so because it's so different. Like it's
Okay.
like
Well, that'll be good.
I can see them comparing this and Game of Thrones.
Oh, did you see that new Game of Thrones cast for the Royal Shakespeare Company's?
Oh yeah,
that was hilarious,
dude. It's I'm like, do we need a black Stark? Like is that something we need?
What?
Oh, you haven't seen that, DA?
There's gonna be a black Stark.
Hold on. This was funny. Where is it? Where'd you go? Here you are.
Why? Oh my God, man.
There's gonna be a black king of the north.
There's so many. I was just like actually doing research, and I might do a video on this. There's so many black African mythologies that could adapt and make and do amazing work with, and they just want to race swap.
Just the
They just want to do the
Anansi.
easiest thing they could do. Just race swap them. And then we're good. We don't have to worry about trying to actually learn about African culture and history. Why do that?
Yeah,
Stupid.
just the Anansi mythology. Oh my God. That's so here we go. George R. Martin's Game of Thrones, The Mad King. And then we have Elizabeth Iodeli has been cast as Princess Elia Martell.
Really?
Yep. Adam Ida Duke has been cast.
I don't understand, dude.
Wait. So is this like the Wiz? Is this like the all-black version of Game of Thrones? Because everybody you've shown so far has been black. So is this just the Wiz? Because if that's the case,
I would even take that. I'll be like, okay, it's the Wiz, 2.0.
That's fine. If you want to do an all-black version and everybody's black, whatever, but this is stupid.
And then Sir Arthur Dane.
This is the Wiz. Look, it's the Wiz, man.
If they did it with music, here's the full cast.
Oh, wait a minute. I see white folks in. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was the Wiz, but they just got.
Okay, so it is a stage play, right? It's so whatever, I guess, but
yeah.
It's just
I just want them to actually dive into actual African history for once in their lives instead of just race swapping everything. Actually do a real historical epic fantasy.
You know what?
Set in Africa, set with African actors and actresses, and I would feel good about that because every race swap that they do, it just frustrates me because it's just their way of diversity. This is how we're going to do the easy bake oven of DEI. We're not actually going to try to really do real diversity. We're going to let's just race swap this normally white character. All right, let's go into Norse mythology or Greek mythology and let's race swap everybody. It's just like, come on, guys.
You know what I think would be a great epic to do? The Lion King of Mali. It's one of the great the Lion King of Mali. Except now we're going to have have real diversity, so we're going to get Ryan Gosling. The Lion King of Mali. It's actually a phenomenal story. It is. But see, if they had any originality, any talent, God, the Malaysian myths, the African myths, the Mongolian myths, the Japanese myths.
Think about that.
I mean, and there's even certain stories that like doesn't really lend itself to race, right? Like you could do something like Oz or Wonderland, right? Because it's not really a race thing. It's like these are like fever dreams, right? So like anybody could kind of just play anything, right? But when you're doing like land specific shit, like Greek mythology, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying there weren't like a few Africans in Greece. Sure, I guess, right? There might have been an Ethiopian or two like in Greece back in the day. But let's stop the bullshit that Greek mythology was built on African culture. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
There wasn't, though. I will tell you one thing: there wasn't a Korean martial artist. Will Yun Lee is part of Odysseus's crew. It was like I was working on the video. I'm like, now we have Greek food. Yes, 1,000 years before the Greeks, heard of. Yeah, he's in it. He's the guy from the Power Rangers. I think his name was General Clank in that, and here he is. He's part of Odysseus's crew. Anyway.
I you know what? And again, it's not that I want like movies or TV shows to fail, but sometimes it just needs to happen just so that Hollywood gets the message. Of course, they never really understand the message or get it, but you lose enough money at some point, you're going to get the message.
The reason I've never rooted for anything to fail, this is the first time. It's not only personal as a Greek, but it is seeing that if Nolan and Universal pull this off, I think woke DI crap will go. Like they will go
it'd
nuts.
Be over.
They'll go nuts.
He
did it. He proved it. Yeah, he proved it. But if this goes down, they're going to be able to say, you know what? Hey, even Nolan couldn't.
Not even Nolan. Yep.
Yeah. And then that will be the final nail in the coffin for it. Here we go. House of the Dragon season 3. I'm dying to see when you have Matt Smith's character jump from the dragon like he does in the books onto the. Or is that a spoiler? You know what I'm talking about in the book where he jumps from his dragon?
Yeah, I've read the book, so.
Okay, well, spoiler alert, it's been out for a few years. His character is supposed to, which I'm sure they'll do it differently. He jumps from his dragon onto, I'm always bad with names in George R. R. Martin's books, into the blind-eyed kid, into the patch-eyed kids.
Yeah.
That's how he defeats him. He jumps from his onto that.
I mean, hopefully they stick to it. I mean, you never know with these shows, though.
Yeah, I read a couple of reports. They said that they changed a lot in this season because it should be over, but they wrote a lot more so it can go on to season 4, season 5. Horace no, was that the actor who plays Dario? No, that's the woman who looks like to it. But I tell you how irritating. You know when you get invested in the story, but then you start bitching at the screen when things happen. Like Rhaenyra, to me, always makes decisions too slow. Like when she had all the dragons together, she should have just gone and wiped it out and be done with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like, what are you doing? You're just sitting around. So y'all are interested in this?
Oh yeah. I mean, I look, man. I know people shit on a lot of people give the second season a lot of shit. I still liked it. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't as good as the first season.
No.
But I still liked it. So I'm still on board. So far they haven't like thrown me off the bull just yet. So
okay. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, man. Look, I liked the first season. I didn't really like the way the second season ended, so I'm looking forward to getting back to it. You know, and hopefully it's they stick the landing with this one. Is this the last season, or do they have one more after this?
One more.
One more. Okay, so this isn't the end of the story. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pumped up, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. And then we had Mobland. At the beginning of the week, there were rumors that Tom Hardy had been fired, and Mobland to me is all about Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan. And
I mean, was that confirmed?
No, but yesterday it came out that Paramount is now trying to work things out, and Helen Mirren is backing up, because I had called up a good friend of mine. I guess it's been a week since we spoke, and I was like, you know what? They fired Tom Hardy. I was so pissed. I'm like, that's it for me, because they say they finished season 2. You know, obviously it's coming out soon, and he wouldn't be returning for season 3. And they were complaining that he would sit in his trailer for hours, showing up late to set. And there are other rumors where he was arguing with the producers and the writers because he kept giving them notes because they kept trying to wokeify it.
Oh,
yesterday it came out that Helen Mirren has now stepped up to support him, saying he's basically done nothing wrong, and Paramount is trying to work it out so he stays for season 3. So I'm a big Mobland fan. I think it's one of the top shows. And if he doesn't stay, I will be done. If he's out,
I have heard that rumor about him with different people on different movies. I still question how true it is, though. That he always shows up late, and you know he's kind of disruptive. But hopefully that's not really the case. But I've heard that from several other people, though.
I hope not. Well, Helen Mirren again, she stuck up for him, so I didn't hear anything from Pierce Brosnan, and I was like, man, they should be going to bat for him, but only Helen. Here's a film that's coming out. It's from South Korea. It is a horror sci-fi flick. I've been trying to find more films that we can enjoy instead of just having all this negative shit.
What the hell?
What the hell is this thing about?
I know, right? I'm like, shit.
Oh, Michael Fassbender is in this?
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty good.
I'll give it a shot. It was reminding me of like Quiet Place with the monsters just jumping out of nowhere. You know, had that kind of feel to it. Yeah. Okay.
There's lots of cool stuff. There's hell yeah. Thank you. I like that. And of course, we also, since we had good news, that's that time again for reboot, recycle, reimaginings. Did y'all remember a movie called Angel Heart?
Oh yeah, with De Niro and Lisa Bonet and
Lisa Bonet, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's that? Mickey Rourke? Was he in that?
Yep.
Man, Mickey Rourke, yeah.
When he looked like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, back when he was actually a good-looking dude. Yeah.
When he looked like before he did whatever he did to whatever he did. Well, A24 is rebooting, but they're actually calling it a reimagining of Angel Heart.
I don't mind that because
Reimagining
it's such a niche movie, like an old movie too. At that, like I don't think it's like in the memory of most people. So like if you're gonna do a reimagining or a reboot, do it for something that like kind of warrants it. You know what I mean? Like something that maybe we didn't see back then, or maybe a lot of people didn't see back then, and you're kind of redoing it, like that kind of thing. I don't mind, man.
But reimagining,
you know what? That's a good point, Dante. I'm giving it thumbs down before I even see like it's a reimagining.
Yeah, don't go with anything.
Yeah, it's not going to be a remake. It's a reimagining. So they're taking whatever the story was and they're looking at it through a different lens. And sometimes that's okay because it's not a well-known franchise that has a lot of movies or anything attached to it. So that, you know what? I take my thumbs down back, but still, man, I just wish they would
out
make
of the
new shit.
series.
I mean, obviously we won't know until we see like a
series.
trailer and all that stuff, but I mean,
Yeah, we got to see it all. Yeah.
but Zac Efron's is a decent actor, so I mean,
He is, but not, I don't think, great. I think he's mediocre.
oh, he was great in the Iron Claw.
He was, but I think a lot of it has to do with it. I don't know. I've never found the appeal for Zac Efron. The difference is they're taking a novella and a film and they're turning it into a series for HBO. So it's a full series.
But if they're doing a reimagining, like the whole like making the deal with the devil kind of thing,
Yeah.
Is universal enough where I think like you could definitely build around that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it starts shooting, I think, in September in New Orleans.
As long as they do something interesting with it and they're not just redoing the original.
Yeah.
The word reimagining, when I hear that, I'm like, nope.
Because that's usually what it is. But they're usually doing that with the like with a big franchise. We want to reimagine Star Wars.
Like exactly. Like I don't want to reimagining a Star Trek. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want that. But something like this, I could be like, okay, we'll see.
And we also had this, which wasn't covered in the news. I found it quite interesting. Three more things, and we're out of here. I don't think people realize how much President Trump has cleaned up Washington, D.C.
I saw this.
Yeah, you did. Isn't it amazing? This is, where was this?
What's the name of it?
Yeah, that's what I was looking. I just forgot the name of it. It was the Circle.
Columbus Circle, right?
Is it Columbus Circle? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Columbus Circle.
Damn it. I just had it and it disappeared. Where did you go, you little bastard? There it is, Columbus Circle. So this is how it was when Trump came into office.
But it turned out that all we really needed
Columbia Square
was a new president.
I mean, come on, that's beautiful. He's doing the same thing with the reflecting
they'll find
pool.
something to blame him for now because he cleaned it up, right?
Right. Well, they're coming after him because of what he did with the reflecting pool and what he's doing with that. Did y'all hear about that one?
Nope.
The reflecting pool? No.
Yeah.
What did they got to say about that? They said that's
Again.
the first time that fountain has been on in 20 years. Like the last time it was turned on was like during, right before Obama got in office. I'm like, what? I mean, a beautiful, it's like somebody said, when you come to Washington, D.C., that's our nation's capital.
Correct.
It should be the cleanest, most beautiful city in the country. All right. It should not look like that. So the fact that our nation's capital was looking like a war zone is just pathetic. And every president that came through and didn't do something about that, that's ridiculous.
So here you go. Exactly. It's the same way he wants to build that triumph arch, which will be
Pride
big
in the nation, man.
Yes, it is to show off the nation. Go look, to aspire. Again, it's that heroic thing. It's again back to Hollywood. It's what Nolan has done wrong when you pay attention to the trailers and listen to the words. Heroes, mythology is supposed to lift you up, elevate your head to look, to be better, be more. And Trump is doing that, and they despise that because they want people to be down. Well, what he's been doing at the Lincoln Reflecting Pool is he had it cleaned, and then he wanted to repaint the bottom. So they've gone to court multiple times, but he's just moving forward. Finally, instead of just listening to these stupid judges. And you can see he had it repainted so it will look blue. Because when Biden was in office, they wanted it to be gray. They said so it would make you reflect the seriousness. He's like, it's supposed to lift you up and make you feel good and have pride in your nation and your capital. So a lot of people were pissed off. And here you can see the difference. Oh, here's another one of Columbus Circle.
I'm from this area. I've never seen it like this.
Look at that.
It's so blue and it's bouncing off the white marble. I've never seen the marble this clean before. We have 2 other fountains too that have the same blue water. Oh my God. It smells gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Ah!
I mean, people are supposed to be happy and proud of the Capitol. So this is what Trump says it will look like when it's done. And before it was gray and dark.
It's good.
Yeah.
But they're complaining about it, saying, "Yeah, it's not how it was. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to
anything Trump does, they're going to complain about it.
Exactly. So here you go. Here's how it is before it's finished. So this is how it was under Biden. Green and gray.
And look, and watch when you get to Trump. I guarantee you won't see one tranny.
No. Where's the other arch? Oh, there it is. It's been completed.
Polyurea coating. Polyurea. The poly?
Yeah,
That's going to be a watertight finish.
because before it was just leaking into the concrete.
Through the concrete. Concrete's very porous. So
Anyway, I think it's going to look good. It's going to look great. It's the same way now they found this judge who currently stopped his renovations on the Kennedy Center because he had shut it down. He said it would be reopened in 28, brand new, redone completely because it was falling apart. They said, you didn't have the authority to do that. I wish sometimes he would just tell these judges to go pound sand.
Seriously.
I really wish it's like they come out of nowhere. And we also had, did y'all hear about Betty Boop getting a new film?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another race swap.
And then this. I'm not really big into Legos, but because I've been reading my Tolkien again, I saw this and I was just like, wow, this was a beautiful thing I wanted to share with everybody. This is Minas Tirith. They put this out. Have y'all seen the stuff that they can make with Legos? I was like, damn. They have
that's impressive.
It is. Look at that. The whole thing.
Gee. Wow, that's awesome, man.
I know. I was like, the stuff that they, yeah. Oh. Yeah, of course it's $700, but
that's the problem.
And that's the thing. A lot of these Legos, man, are really expensive, but at the same time, people are buying them.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like I wish I would have invested in Lego like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Really, man. Be a rich dude right now.
Oh, God, yeah. And here's the last trailer. It just came out the other day, and then we're done. Where did you go? It's a new Netflix film. Here it is. And it's called The Hand of Dante. It is not about a Diddy party. It is not.
I kept my hands to myself.
Yeah, that's what they all say. There you go. Play, you bastard.
It looked like Momoa, yeah. Who is the director? Well, finish watching it. We can talk about that after. Just finish watching.
That is Momoa.
That's Momoa. Yeah. Dante's Inferno. Is that what they're doing?
That's what it feels
I think
like.
so. I mean, that's what it seems like, right?
Yeah, they have a mob who's chasing, by what I read in the highlights, they have a mob who has found the original manuscript of the Inferno, and he has like some type of past life flashbacks, like he's Dante. And so there's this like working on multiple layers.
Why? Let me ask you guys, why is this not in theaters? Why do you put this on Netflix? Netflix, like that, to me, like with a cast like that,
I agree.
That's a cast that you put that in theaters, man. You don't have that sitting on Netflix on streaming.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I don't get it.
There's a lot of stuff I've been digging, looking for good films, good shows. And this was one that caught my eye. And a lot of South Korean
Looks pretty
stuff.
interesting, yeah.
A lot of South Korea.
I mean, and that's the thing, man. There's good shit out there. We just now have to dig for it. And luckily, I honestly, man, I think the benefits of what's happening right now with the Obsession and Backrooms, I think it's kind of just going to light a fire. And there's just going to be a lot more indie movies, projects coming out that people are going to flock to, man. And they already are. Obsession is there's no logical reason for that movie to be making that much money, but it is because people want something different, right? And it's different. So I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot more of that moving forward. I think people are just, we're done with the big studios. Yeah, don't get me wrong. People will still go watch Spider-Man and Doomsday and all that other shit, but I don't know. Some of these other movies, I don't think they're going to do too well, man.
No, I agree with you.
I think it's going to cause Hollywood's going to have to pivot. Hollywood's going to have to pivot because Hollywood's been getting lost in the sauce with remakes, reboots, sequels, prequels, and spinoffs. And then you got two completely brand new independent horror movies that between the both of them didn't cost more than, $10 million, $11 million, $12 million. And they're beating a Star Wars film. That's the eye opener that Hollywood needed. We've been talking about it. We've been saying it, but Hollywood needed this weekend where two independent horror movies are like basically eating Hollywood lunch. Yeah. They're eating their lunch and there's nothing they can do about it. The fans are speaking. The audience is speaking. And I think that this is the lesson Hollywood needed. And they're going to have to pivot. Like Dante said, more and more independent people are going to say, you know what? I'm going to go do my own thing. It's like, okay, then they're not going to be in Hollywood. And then the Hollywood's going to have to adjust. They're going to have to figure out, all right, everybody's watching these independent filmmakers do their thing. What are we going to do to bring those audiences to us? So they're going to have to start doing more original films. And they're going to have to get off of the remake train. I hope that I've been waiting for this day when Hollywood has been shown up by independent filmmakers in such a magnanimous way. And that's this weekend. This weekend is great.
I agree with you, and I think we're heading in a good direction, and it's away from Hollywood. There's the last trailer. Not made in Hollywood. It's in French. It's called Victory or Death.
La Convention nationale a décrété la levée de 300 000 hommes pour combattre à la frontière de l'Est contre les ennemis de la liberté.
C'est un devoir et un honneur. Les prêtres qui refusent de jurer fidélité à la Constitution consacrée.
Nous pouvons les vaincre, car notre cause est juste et votre cœur est pur.
Yep. So there's a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff. And just because it said the Trump Kennedy Center, here's the last clip. Nick Shorter broke this weekend. If y'all don't know, there have been continuous Antifa riots in New Jersey at the detention center, all the craziness. And he went undercover And somehow they didn't spot him, so he must have had a great disguise. This is inside one of their tents. An hour after they showed up, this tent was erected and tens of thousands of dollars in equipment and food.
That's what I'm saying. If it's food, I know there's something to talk about. If someone else is coming to me, I know it's not. But I don't know right now what's the worst. I'm probably not so much on it.
Do you know if there's hand sanitizer anywhere? Like, or wipes or something? I'm sorry, what? Medical tent? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Medical tent.
Go to the medical tent. See if we get
They have tents set up for medical, for food, and then for gear. You know the mask filters that they put on for the each one is $72. They're handing take how many you want, 4 or 5 each.
So who's paying? So who's paying for all of this?
That's the thing. Why aren't the fuckers who are paying for this busted?
Who's paying for all of this?
Look at it.
I'm leaving.
I don't know how.
Yeah. His name begins with an S and it ends with an S.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've seen hand sanitizer. Okay.
On that table over there.
Why isn't his ass in jail?
Thank you.
Right.
It was so serious.
Look at this.
That's a professional setup, man.
Yeah.
That is a professional. These aren't just randoms that just set something up on their own. This is a professional setup.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's insane. I wanted everybody to just
Going up against big money.
Be aware of that. All right, let me read these super chats and we're out of here. We have. Here we go. Jose Taco, member for 25 months. Really enjoyed Spider and Art. Black and white is the way to watch. Yes, sir. It is. That is the way. And I think next Sunday is when we're going to do our member stream. We're going to do it right after this because I've been dying. We haven't done it for months. And now that the house should be wrapping up for sale, because I've had the house for sale for a few months. That's what's been keeping me crazy with not doing member streams. But we're going to start doing them again. Thank you, Jose. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $2. Good day, all. Good day to you, my friend. Jay Frazier for 10 pounds. Hail Slayer Nation. George, what's your thoughts on the posters for the Beatles 4-film biopic? Wreck the video of Paul Mescal, Paul's actor interview with McCartney. By the way, Morfydd Clark is in. Are you kidding me? Morfydd Clark is in this? I'm going to have to check. I haven't seen the posters, but thank you, Frazier, Jay Frazier, for that. I'm going to check them out and I will let you know next Sunday. Let me write that down. So I will get back to you next week. Well, actually, might as well look at them now. So you don't have to wait.
Oh, that's what's her face. I'm trying to remember the name. That's Galadriel. Galadriel from Rings of Power. Okay.
Beatles 4-film biopic poster. Let me just look at him.
Forgot all about her.
Oh yeah.
Is Rings of Power coming back this year? It's supposed to come back this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, September.
I think October.
Usually it's September, but yeah, and they're supposed to be. There's a leak the other day. Oh, we're going to show Barad-dûr, Sauron's fortress. I'm like, and oh, I see the posters now. Thank you. Yeah,
I don't know how y'all do it, man. I did one episode of Rings of Power, and I was like, I'm good.
I focus on
Dante. It's like I don't know how you did the last 3 seasons of The Boys. It's the same thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you why. Because at least the first 2 seasons were good.
Yeah.
And then it starts to fall off, man. Like Rings of Power has never been good.
No.
You're right.
It got worse.
Rings of Power is just content for YouTube.
What I do with Rings of Power,
pretty much, yeah.
I don't like Rings of Power, so what I do with it is pretty much just like, okay, here's episode 1 through 5 in one video, but Rings of Power is the first 2 minutes. Then like, let me now explain what Tolkien actually wrote, because I can't. It's a shit show, and I just don't want to do it. I rather have fun talking about Tolkien. And I think we're entering a new era. I will say one thing. ever since I did my Harry Potter video and my Odyssey video, I have had the greatest discussions in the comments. People are talking about philosophy and mythology and films. I was like, yes, this is what I love. It's not just, woke bad, this is bad. I'm like, no, we're having a lot of discussion. I want to thank you all. Amazing discussions. Thank you, Jay Frazier. Yeah, I liked the posters.
I said all the time a lot, man. Like, we would rather talk about things we love, man, and things we like. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's just not a lot of it right now, man.
Eric K, King of the Mods, for $5. That museum has shackles. The Arab Muslim Museum, they castrate or sterilize you. That sounds painful. I saw a video of a guy at mixed martial arts competition get kicked in the balls. It looked really, it looked pretty.
Isn't that against the rules, by the way?
I thought so, but where is that video? I had saved it for some reason. I wanted to talk about it, but I was going to do it next week. But since Eric K brought it up, where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Come on. Oh, there we go. I mean, he looks like he's really hurting. There it is.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. He's done. Oh my god.
Oh, left hand connected and another right. Thinking about picking the shots. Patient. There it is. Took that side of the leg kick and now my god. I spoke about it just a moment ago. Knocked the mouthpiece right out of it. That was the end of the night. Knees to the head. Wow. See that right knee, just like we were talking about, probably pressing on the stomach. It's really underneath. Thing has really been taking a beating. Oh, man.
You could feel that one.
Oh,
man. Right in the crown.
It's like Eddie Murphy said, man. Like, and what was it in Raw? Like, you don't have to kick no nuts. You can just graze nuts. You can just graze nuts.
Whiff right past him. Whiff right past him.
Just barely touch him.
Barely touch him, man.
That's mighty painful.
The worst though is like when you're playing basketball, man, and you accidentally the ball actually hit you in the balls, man, and you wait because you're not sure that it's like, did it hit? And then it's like, oh yeah,
that hit.
Oh damn. Well,
no, you could wear a cup. Because I've done some, sports. You could wear a cup. That cup, it saves you from real damage, but it don't stop the pain. Okay.
The pain's still gonna be there, yeah.
The pain is there. It'll stop some damage, but the pain is there. So even if you get hit with the cup on, it don't matter.
But you don't keel over. You at least you have that different type of pain. It's not that I want to throw up.
Yeah.
Pain. It hurts. Right. And since we saw a man get kicked in the nuts, we do have to shake that off with a 20-second laugh.
Don't get me wrong, you're attractive, but your Bumble scroll describes you as having long hair of gold, blue eyes, and pale skin.
I get it, but this was Nolan's idea, so yeah.
Right. Agilus! Prepare the boats, we're heading home.
Are you sure, sire?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
It's going back.
There's a few of them. Have you seen the other ones where there's new ones in there? Where'd you go? There's one with Paige. Man, they just keep.
Oh, dude, there's so many with Paige, man.
Where is it? Here we go. No. What is this?
Nah.
I had it. Hold on one second. I had it here. It was funny.
I don't know if she's worse or Lupita or Zendaya. They're all bad.
I mean, I feel like at this point, man, like the one thing I gotta give Zendaya credit for is that she just stays quiet. She keeps no, really. When do you ever hear her talk? Like she
never.
She keeps her mouth shut, man.
All she does is make the same face in every.
Well, we
movie.
were saying that, but we were saying that about Lupita, and then Lupita spoke.
Yeah,
we were saying that Lupita don't never say nothing, and then she opened her mouth. Oh man,
No, it's okay. I don't mind scrolling live. I have nothing to hide.
You can't just erase me.
I'm not erasing you. I'm replacing you.
Everything you are, I built that. Every scar, every memory.
Is mine now.
I won't let you.
You don't get a vote.
It's all of these. When you watch them, they just go insane.
I mean, look, man, it's true. It's like her best work was as Ellen Page. So,
you know, I keep trying to figure out which role she is, and I thought, okay, first they said it was Achilles, then they said it was Hermes, and then it was okay. Then I was like, it could be Elpenor, but I've been going through the trailer over and over, and the last time I was like, okay, you had, is it Tiresias, if I remember?
I do honestly. I think they're going to try to keep it secret.
No, but I've been trying to whittle it down, because you had, when Odysseus goes into the underworld, he speaks with the seer, the prophet who tells him everything that's going to happen, except it was a prophet who had turned into a woman, right? And then for 7 years, and then turned back into a man. But they're blind. And so when you go through the trailer, you see there is one blind person. I'm like, okay, so it's not Page. And they're like, okay, so it's either Elpenor or Achilles again. And I have a funny
just CGI like his or her face into like, you know, the Cyclops, and just, you know, had her voice the Cyclops or something. Because
I still think it's Achilles. I still think it's Achilles.
If it's Achilles, man, game over.
I still think it's
game
Achilles.
over, man.
And here's the last super chat. We're out of here. There we go. Greek Live for $20. You're too funny. Love your laughter and honesty. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Love laughing. Love sharing the laughter. All right, gentlemen. Bless you, Greek Line. Dante, what you got coming up this week? Share it with everybody where they can find you. Please go subscribe to these gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It's going to be kind of a weird week for me. So you guys could probably catch me with Nina on Wednesday, but at a later time. Normally we do at 6 p.m. PST. We'll probably go on 7 p.m. PST this time. But yeah, catch me there. And I'm going to try to squeeze out some videos this week. But like I said, it's going to be kind of a rough week. So.
All right. Please go subscribe.
But yeah, please subscribe. That always helps.
And my good friend DA, can't wait till you come to Texas. What you got coming up this week?
Yeah, I'll be in Texas the weekend of July 24th for Anime Matsuri. So hopefully all the Houstonians can come hang out with us. I got the DA's office tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be talking about all these wonderful topics. And we got, let's see, what else I got? I got Film Threat versus tomorrow. And then Nightcaps Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So come hang out with us then. And then daily videos, as I always do. And then that's it. Thank you, George. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Please go subscribe to the DA. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Your amazing support. You keep the lights on. I love the engagement. Love the questions. And this is a great show. I had a lot of fun time. I'll see you back here on Sunday. But Wednesday, after a week and a half, please go check out my latest Odyssey video. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Get a little reflective, a little funny. A lot of house shoes flying. You'll know what I mean when you watch it. Now go and raid Mr. Brown's Alliance and tell him Slayer Nation sent you. And thank Lord Thoth, Istophobos, Eric K, King of the Mods, and Fletcher Williams for kicking us off, who was producing in the beginning. Other than that, I wish you all a blessed week. Love you always. Always forward. Bye-bye.